Wednesday, the 18th of June 2025, 20 past 1600 hours British summer time. A very sunny day here in the United Kingdom. And we are here live on our 24 radio, our Brawapa radio, our 24 radio GH, on all our social handles at our 24 radio with another edition of Bamaso. Here, discerning Ghanaians with discerning thoughts, we come just with one beautiful idea of contemplating on all possibilities with which we would be co-creators and catalysts in the making of a very, very, very beautiful Ghana. Here we have come to understand that we are the very Ghana we talk about every now and then. And if there is anything we so demand of Ghana, we should be asking ourselves the multi-million-dollar question, which is, what of us must change in order to deliver what we are looking out for in the Ghana in years to come or in days to come. Now with this, it puts us at the center of what we do here. That is to say, we come just to work on ourselves from all dimensions, in all categories, so that we will become the channels, the vehicles through whom the very amazing Ghana runs itself in and through. So if you are here for the first time, be it curiosity, be it recommendation, or perhaps you not knowing whatever reason it may be, so you term it as an accident, whichever reason that brought you here, you are here to work on you. Yes, when the you is able to improve, when the you of you is able to turn itself around, it is able to cause the changes that is needing from other people as well. So I'll beg of you, in as much as you would want the people all around you, the people in places of power, in authority to change, it all begins with you. So let us work on ourselves so as to be able to get the very best of the people around us. Remember. You see, for the you see, okay, I'll put it this way for you. Not to be so disrespectful. The fly, okay, the fly that we see them as very, very disturbing. They give us troubles and what have you. Certain things attract them. The bees have that which they are also able to attract. That is to tell you, in whichever way or in whichever case, something of us should be attracting the kind of leaders that we have. And if we are so unhappy about the kind of leaders that we have, we need to be able to alter that which is within us to be able to attract the very best that we think is okay for us. And that is why when we come here, it's all about we working on ourselves to become better versions of ourselves to attract the very best for our dear nation. To this effect, I would humbly welcome you once again to Bamaso. And check says from Kudiemu people and command baby I will be a some pempensway. But feed another at 24 radio, Abrawapa radio, and at 24 radio GH. Say over Facebook, YouTube, and X and so at 24 radio. If you more ha, your baby twatwajune. Now your hair choir yensu ye to me afa. Now my Ghana na ye pesi etinem nafa yemu apie aba. Aha ye wonti ase say ye ane Ghana na ye ka ho asem. Dan den nyina no. yɛn ne saa Ghana no nti nya bepiem wɔ ha na kyerɛ sɛ yɛbɛdwen yɛn ho sɛ Ghanafoɔ na yɛahwɛ deɛ ɛwɔ sɛ yɛtumi yɔ na wɔma no ɛtumi ɛfa ne ntoma pafra ɛfiri yɛ mu asɛm no nyinaa ɛno no nti yɛba ha yɛde Ghana ɛyɛ yɛ pomasi berɛ sɛ yɛde Ghana ɛyɛ yɛ pomasi berɛ deɛ a na kyerɛ sɛ sɛdeɛ mpanyimfoɔ ɛka no yɛbɛrɔ yɛ party ntare na gu baabi na yɛde maame Theodosi a wɔkɔ deɛ no yɛde no yɛde dra yɛ ho sɛ yɛahyɛ nsodeɛ a yɛde bɛyɛ adwuma firi saa mpɛmpɛnsuo yɛ akɔpem sɛ yɛde dwumadie no ɛbɛbɛwieɛ nti sɛ saa hyɛ nsodeɛ no dra yɛ ho deɛ a agorɔ ni po so agorɔ ɛni po so koraa. We step on the path of righteousness, right? Yes, we step on the path of righteousness. See, and I'm in a botchama near Boncomo. Na Yankomo Diemuno, and the issue of we stepping on the path of righteousness as against the path of individual interest. The difference between this path difference in this when you are on the path of righteousness no matter who comes your way with unrighteousness, you make sure say you put that person on the path of righteousness as well. But when you are thinking of your interest, you don't care about the path of righteousness. And there are several examples, evidences that will go on to test us as to our ability to stand or walk on the path of righteousness. Imagine ono hukani oho ana hukani no one ubi uniebi enya asem, right? Na wa utieti ensem no no hunu say the error is coming from hukani no. Na insan say wo yo hukani no say ko pa say wo ye be ma ne kra de ane bia wasem na emobo insan say wan hwe ni yi wa wonim say de wo ne ma sitie wo fie say wan hwe ni yi na ukọ ukudi asem no editia wo hukani a wan hwe a bia wundidi for bia be say 1 month me kan say wundidi no aduane na doso enti wan hwe a all kinds of food yeah ma be need for 1 month. Now say if you want to be on the path of your own interest we put tenchia na why say hey onuana na asem ne yakura no say de tie bia no bebu atia no say my friend na yesa we put tenchia. However, whatever the consequences, whatever the case may be, say if you are always on the path of righteousness, you will remain on the path of righteousness and you put the case where it's supposed to be so that your partner would grow. However, so if you want to go on the path of your own interest, what then happens? And they say you forget righteousness and choose that which will suffice your own interest. Enti mesrao yabaha, whatever the case may be, we want to be on the path of righteousness. Insan say no matter the situation, no matter the scenario, no part of the whole can be bigger than the whole. You may have your personal interest, your personal wish. Sometimes you have your favorites among other things. When it comes to people leading our nation, people in places of authority, you may have your interest, your favorite, or what have you. However, in matters where you would have to stand for the righteousness of Ghana, in matters where you have to stand for what is appropriate and beneficial to the whole of Ghana, if it happens that it is not going in favor of your favorite, your interest, where would you stand? where would you stand? That is a multi-million-dollar question. And in our conversations here, every now and then, it shows where we stand. It tells us how far we have evolved when it comes to we being able to stand on the path of righteousness or fall on the path of our selfish interest or individual needs. Enti mesrel adwuma kase ne aba hase e baba ye wo ye ho. We all know ourselves very well. We all know our areas of development where we fall short. Said the Bible no beka no. See, many have fallen short of the glory of God. We all know where we have fallen short of the very best that we need to provide for our dear nation Ghana. We all know. Enti waba no o baba ye ho aduru. O ba ye ho aduru. Aduru no nya betel. Ebi mu onwunu ma, I'm telling you. Ebi mu onwunu ye. However, I was saying we want to get a healing that we want. We need to be able to grow and become better versions of ourselves. And he said, "Oh no, Mr. Look at the greater good that is emerging out of a drone. Look at the greater good that is soon to come up after you healing yourself, after you becoming a better version of you. Look at that new you, the beautiful, amazing, thought-provoking, a channel of wisdom, the new you that is coming out." And he said, "Drona and said, yeah, can't see so. I mean, when we were young, back home, a drew back one, meaning said the audience city, a drew back one and no me ya. I am yasi a drew bia a chloroquine. Na chloroquine I can hard. Se koto wanum na wa anom ne ntana kakra na ne gu wanu me kan kura manima ye bibi anamti ha. It has created a mental image within me. And minya bokoro ko impena sa taste no, it's like I'm tasting that taste in real time once again. O de to wanum na wa amfa nsu no, sometimes when I was so din nsu no gu wanum, and then you put the tablets in there and then straight away you put it down. But oh, you mistake now the tablet no ko to wanum nane kakra gu wanum ansa na one wouldn't swear gu so a wa obahu say yes and drone anyuno ye pa anyuno na enya no nyuno no nko a ye wo level so bi wo hono ma anyuno no bo ne hu ni problem no obi nso wo hono mo a ne how power with chloroquine na ye itchy skin just like me say me no chloroquine na me ho be me serious me ho be me pa which after many years let's just say my body was not responding very well to chloroquine and it wasn't the best for me to be taking that with that they have an exact name a friend say if I were having that side effect in India, let's just say taking of the chloroquine wasn't that very good for my body. Na said the American obia ne de or be our effector of face especially said the ba ya kan chloroquine once be our drew be our no more no me your den pa na so esan say you look at what would come out after you drinking a drone no ono madro no ono pa esan say opa ho apomden opa ayaresa among other things enti brane no madro no oboa me mama no me de na me so me boa na wonso wano mo de oba akofo bie ne hono mo a obetimetu ono nkwana continue there be you alone, nobody no bie ne ho ano ho eso na continue fully. Say, every step of the way, wherever we find ourselves, to be able to continue with this journey of making ourselves better versions. That is it. It's all TNE said that Natana, Dr. Zazadenchi, Nana Asaraberiakon or Worcester, America, Anna or Mr. Dr. Ebenezer Amofabuatin, hypnotist. Wabo Jumano pa, wabo hypnotist who says, yeah, say, Omejumano, they are able to delve into your subconscious mind and support you with whatever change that you may need. Na said you need to know our occupations, our places of authority, the power that we have, they are all tools for us to use to make things better. Na tool no said you need tool be no said them kind the tool must be used to make life better. Now why when ya na uri feel hupe ube hunu say you become someone using the tool to destroy. They use that place of knowing, that place of authority, that power that they have gotten through hypnotism, they use it to do something that is of selfish interest. Once again, the path of righteousness and the path of selfish interest or individual needs is coming at play once again. The very ones who are always on the path of righteousness, they will use every tool as a way of making the life of other people better. And the very ones who are just on the path of their selfish needs, individual needs, and what have you, they don't give a toss, they don't give a hoot. Yes, they don't care. As long as their needs are met, they are okay. Now, you can part of righteousness. I'm about and some medical chair, Dr. Nana Sarabidiako, say Nana America. You can't America for me. No people so. Is America on the part of righteousness, or they are on the part of their individual or selfish needs, selfish interest? Where are they? And you realize, you say, if they are on the part of their selfish interest, they don't care about righteousness. They don't. But if they are on the path of righteousness, if they are wrong, they do something inappropriate, they would hold their hands high. They will surrender and say, yes, we did wrong. The wrongs that America has done, apologize. It tells you they are on the path of their own interest. And he say open interest na obetisina anymore or no mienu enyasam kitwa. Perhaps another time, the path of righteousness, the path of individual needs, individual interest, we will delve deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper in there for us to be able to apply it to our individual lives, our collective lives, and we know where we stand. And based on where we stand, we will be able to path our way out of where we stand into higher glory. America for patron, Ramia Monkomo. Yachi America for near Bombardier, Dr. Jingo. He said Dr. Jingo. And Dr. Jingo be this big time. Big time. She say. The seed that I would say he planted, he's nurtured the seed, watered it, he pruned it, he took care of the seed is growing, he's now bearing fruit. Very soon it will be bearing abundance of food and of fruits. She say, you see, I'm a friend of was saying, Papa. Dr. Jingo Abomodia say one year Kasawa Casafidi, so I bet it debut hours. So, and we'll call the Ever say Trinu, say what in a banner, call basketball, and I say, when you're basketball, where American football, even so. You want to teach you, I prefer no one to know by you. I want to know by, yeah. Now, you see, a drum pempens will be a banaso. Dr. Encho betie di papa so washa asiempo tidia omi hu na ompone kakra ma yenso entafre so ndem so no nyina ye ka hu bi enti doc enche wo bi disika bruta with disika sense doc continue na water seed no minim se enyini fine de kusua water bo ho bai na bibia nyini enya kama ya chia Dr. Jingo Achia Bombardier ewo America no Natibongo so nyanko nti we be kan waka Ghana for ho right yanchia United Kingdom for Abe Gamanche one board chairman Spain for of abodi Alex Bema Benewa, the only male with a female name right here on A24 Radio. Bema Benewa, very wonderful soul, amazing soul that you can think of. Yeah, Ghana for the I want to offer chuma ba offer twemi ye bon komo offer chum very ma opening kese pa na dwene ye sharp ma minim se say ejibi wonu ma do ana a referee kakra ho minim so offer was ade ni bi kakra dia but it doesn't look like so of our referee offer kind ma pa we offer bonia we offer about 25 years 30 years kura offer betimi akai that's right sana dan for ni abi gamanche nti offer na the mentality very sharp pa na asem kitwa yencha offer Kofi Chumberema Ghana ana offer ewo na yencha Francis for offer Kwame and then that offer Kwame sending message say what the opede what suggestions from the general public towards the review of our constitution nti opese adofo na wotwe nyina man for can constitution no ho ne review yenso the ideas ba so we can send it across for them to also contemplate on that and see which one will be appropriate to put forward when it comes to the review of our constitution. I know yesterday Musha see ebo and come to that effect and come on beto aso of Kwame ba whichever way the floor is still open to that effect and he said no na bia for say o idea bia o de ka ho a and also kwanda ho obetima bo ho nkomo. And speaking of that no of Kwame and impanyufo they need to nominate someone who will be putting these things down on paper officially, and then we send it across to the appropriate body for them to have a look at it. It may happen, say, the suggestions or the ideas that may run through us that we may put on paper, and some people may also put that on paper as well. But the Basa, it tells you, say, many people are thinking alike. It is something that they need to have a look into that. And it's not a problem if whatever suggestion, whatever idea that comes through, no, it's been something that someone has already put on paper. It is still needed. So what I say, for us to take it across. And of Kwame, Ranteme never to our Jumaso Monarch. I hope say also yeah. Na yachia Francis for Finland for more Bibi, and then I saw a baswana near way. Na yemwa boy ho yenkudware mo pada na emiti nyame asem ewo A24 Radio turning to God's word jumadi yo encha na aka ni nyina mesrew ahombrase kwanso ame fan chef fridge so na whatever the case may be so oti ani ya encha ne bi koma why edina aka no sa ama se na maka ne be chef fridge nyame adma o kira ye be ye pie ne etima bo nti wan ti udin na o fa cheyen nemum enchia ne bi koma ye mo akwaba e de ba the 18th of June Bama Sujumedie and your questions and answers as simbusa enu anu ye ye be kwa homa no so ofachum waba aye krado omo en komo kakra omo e free flow komo kakra well perhaps menen be bon komo and then afterwards no ya bon komo akabia enti overchum say wotimenka no I ready nkwa dia o mute ho na yenko Bama so ofa o mute ho overtimenka em say wofa menim say bibia tiesi na homa no so wofa ntienka otienka oba o mute no ho na ya edebe na ya bon komo saa nso na metun safrel baby a wo bia say telegram no an champion no ɛno ara ne obu Telegram ɛno ara ne papa no nti mɛsrɛ wo sɛ baabi a wo biara no kɔ Telegram a you just look out for Ak24 Radio. Sɛ wobɔ adɔfo amaneɛ baabi a wo wiase afa ne biara no ɔkɔ Telegram a ɔnhwehwɛ for Ak24 Radio. Na ohu Ak24 Radio is a public group, a public platform. Obetimi are joining so that they will be able to listen and join us in our conversations as well. And also Boa Bushna Famane Yakan Wasem say the more people we are able to get to support and help them to become better versions of themselves, no, we are helping our own selves. Although you may see say you are helping that individual, but when you contemplate on it very well, you come to realize that you are equally helping yourself. And until when you for cry can't be so or say oh yeah papa oh yeah fa oh yeah fa na oh yeah bonenswa oh yeah fa sa sem ne mundo ye say oh yeah will be when you are doing good to someone and paying you yeah na you say you are doing that person a favor. It is a huge indication of shallow thinking when you say when you do good to someone and you say you are doing the person a favor. A huge shallow thinking. But the very ones who look at things in a grand scale, on when we say the grand scale, okay, on the biggest and the largest scale they can ever think of, they come to realize, they say, when they are doing good to someone, they are not doing the person any favor. They are doing themselves the good, or they are doing favor to the person. Or no, you good, no one favor to him or herself. Well, when you think of it deeply, that is when Spirit will reveal His own wisdom in and through you for you to understand this. That when you are doing good to someone, you are doing the favor to yourself. Yes, one hour favor no to one. A tuwa ana wa obi hunu say papa na me ana na me ya ma me ho empanyimfo wa na sesem bebra o maka to ho. There are several stories here and there. A KCP say when you are doing good, you are doing it for yourself. Oh yeah ma wa nkasa wo, right? Nti say eye ana enka ye ne ye mu no so na enka ye ne ye mu no ye betima ka say we can stay all by ourselves. We can once again we can be self-sufficient. Ya nkasa ye betimi akoye kwan atuye kwan among other things. And kebia we may stop ourselves from doing good, but life is made it in such a way, say it has just coded within us that which must urge us to remain supportive of each other. Life is coded within us that strong will, and you come to now realize, I said, we see and as a body now, we are all supporting each other so that the whole group will become better. The whole group will become much better. And mesro any day any ahobrase kwanso once again. Ye kasa na obomodia na wama onua bi enso ati sansem we bi no no so aye ne ho adwuma no. You may think say you are doing the person that you are inviting to listen a favor. The deeper thinker will see say he or she is doing him or herself that favor. It's sunset. The very ones that we may have been able to support and get them off the street that we did not know, they turn out to become armed robbers to trouble us in the society. The very ones who we could have supported to educate, to bring them to some degree of awareness so that they will be able to hold personal hygiene to the highest level, no? They become the very ones who throw rubbish. And you know one interesting thing? These mosquitoes, they don't need sat-nav to come to your home. They don't need sat-nav. They can find themselves to your house. And these mosquitoes will come, trouble you. Sometimes you will get malaria, among other things. When you are helping someone to find something to eat, you are actually helping yourself, because the very one that you could have helped to get him out of the street, you are stopping him from having thoughts that could urge him pick up a knife, a gun perhaps, going around tormenting people just to get some food. It may be you, it may be your family member that may be in that situation. It will so for him or her to give out something else. It has happened to several people. We don't want to get there, and that is why we have to continually at any particular point in time never cease to do good unto humanity. For the good that we give to humanity is not a favor that we are giving them, it's a favor that we are giving ourselves. Of course, some people may be ungrateful, and wakai will be, or you're very, very, very ungrateful. Wakai, on a level of consciousness, and you see, say, say, nsuo bi a fi esi hɔ the more we pour clean water into it, over time, nsuo fi no ni betia na afi we come to get pure clean water. Now for example, say over United over Europe, I mean, it's just an example. And you find say you have a bucket of cold water. So find say the more you pour hot water into it, over a long time, and I say after some time it starts to get warm, and then over time, the cold water, now you have been pouring hot water on it and then over and over, it tends to become hot as well. That is how we work on ourselves. For us to get warm, and even before we even get warm, it will take a long time for us to do that. The moment we stop, the water turns cold once again. And we need not stop. We have to continue. The very ones who may be ungrateful, it's part of their psyche. The more we fetch the hot water onto their cold water, so over time, it will get to that point, they will start turning into warm, and then they will now come to become hot as well. That is to tell you, continue to pour wisdom on the very ones that come your way. Continue to pour intelligence, love on the very ones that come your way. It may not be easy, or let me put it this way, it is not easy. It is in no way easy. Let's put it that way. It's a challenging call. And the very ones that may even persecute, hate you, despise you, said the Bible, it's just in line with this. Also love them and wish them well. And it's a big challenge. However, because you know that when you are able to continue to do the good unto such individuals, it is a favor you are doing unto yourself. You need not stop at any particular point in time. Maybe I have a drew and comodiemo you letting others also come and also witness the good that you are witnessing here. In this journey, in this life, say ote the collective good as ya. You don't keep the good all to yourself. And it's natural for you to keep all the good to yourself. And yeah, na ya ka baby, bu baby say unkwa na awa busua mu a busua no we say busua no na obadwen say bia unkwa na ya kania inside say bia obeboa ma adofo nso etimi attaining the light within them no obadwen say unkwa one kania ntino wa one champion bre na abebre obebre pa. But when you support others to turn on their light, they will also have bre and abebre. And when you come upon some good, if what you are listening to is good to you, it is helping you revive your soul, it is helping in your psychological warfare, it is helping you to become a better version of you physically. As we had Dr. James coming every now and then to give us some wonderful tidbits on how we'll be able to live our lives in a healthy way. If what we are putting across here, it is helping you reconnect to your spiritual source, that which is here as you are, I bet you, don't keep it to yourself. Wonderful and amazing versions of ourselves. We do ourselves the very good by we suggesting good or doing good unto others. Tiaden chiano album we no de Matun Safro. Yanko for a very short commercial break. When we come back, Yabasaba minstru, Yabasaba. Any questions and answers. Questions for who? And Saba kon America for the crowd. Continues.
Introducing JLK Guest House, located at the exclusive and serene hotel for purpose of guest house that pampers ultra-modern exquisite amenities. The pampers one with a home away from home kind of lavish comfort and very warm hospitality. Standard rooms. All our guests are guaranteed a 24-hour round-the-clock treatment like kings and queens. JLK Guest House restaurants is at service of all our guests 24 hours for assorted local and continental cuisines. For booking or reservations, call 0539 657 184 or 0201 212 19. JLK Guest House, home away from home, and your comfort is our priority.
Dintuo obi awoda eye anasempo ekuo bi pnoto Akwentufo Media Services won krofo a ebonwoma fatama ne aboboye biara wo bedwam kasafo a aprofo frene se MC a wonano so atiye ena wosan so wo enuane noafo a wonu anuane ahodo pia ehotie ena video ena infoni twafo a wo ba betwa mfoni papa bi efe a wo de beka kai won hihye ena da wo hwehwe Akwentufo Media Services a one number ye 07951 832691 and also se frem on 079041 43168 wasanso wo internet so a one website address ye www.akwentufomediaservices.com. Akwentufo Media Services ye wo homa woda.
Girl, you the hustle be like say you know they got chance. Area get out in umbrella.
Man temufuo ene de atsadufuo wa mwatsiden na bia eye JLK Guest House ena abamumfi you show metro kwan e wo kofori dua fijas 19 otibra kokwan tempon ne so wo pe ba bia ebejeje usu ye no makọ what said dia wankasa wo fie dia eno ani JLK Guest House na oni bibi wonum to say hotel wankasa me kire 5-star hotel enne se wo ko honoma enye guest house ke no wako ne mum no wako 5-star hotel sanso ena efie ene fie ankasa JLK Guest House e wo diplomatic suite sanso no mo standard rooms for honoma se wo kwa wobetimi age gye wo ho yi ankasa na ya hoho ni nyina so yebetimi amomo aye 24-hour round the clock treatment ni ya ye to say ohene ene ohema GOK Guest House restaurants then so the aduane papa fie ankasa ye show 24 hours and aduane bia wo pe bia say ye local continental men show bia your restaurant on ankasa beti wasemama GOK Guest House na so person we booking say bia na wo fie poye atoye etifi anafo and one so people say home aturfo e 0539 657 184 and answer say 0201 212 19 GOK Guest House na also no ni here say
pull up.
What event are you organizing? Is it a birthday party, christening, funeral, wedding, and many more? Fall on Akon24 Media Services for your DJ and music that will keep you on your feet. Master of ceremonies who will captivate your guests. Photos and videos that will hold your cherished memories, as well as catering services that will provide mouth-watering food. Turn to Akon24 Media Services. We make the most important part of your events come with less worry and excellent professionalism. For bookings, please contact 0795 183 2691 or 0790 414 3168. Alternatively, visit our website www.akon24mediaservices.com. Akon24 Media Services, there to serve.
Forget to gala you when you want the physical. Some man plan to get to be the forget to gala. Yo,
Would your thoughts be different if you were to understand that you're the same Ghana you would want to make better? If yes, join Papa Smiley and his team on Bamaso, live on Akon24 Radio from 3 p.m. to 7 p.m. London time, Monday to Friday, to consciously deliberate on ways of letting the Ghana we would want to live in be found in us. Always remember, the enlightened Ghanaian is the one that sees himself or herself as the Ghana itself. Bamaso, Adrin Kessie.
Odobi shodomu Adipa shodomu Wedi na minkwa Dante na minjie Odoni do Odobi shodomu Adipa shodomu Adipa shodomu Senyu weda Minkwa Minkwa na minjie Boy Odobi yewu Odobi yewu Ozo fata nkrume Odobi yewu Odo yewe Ozo fata Ebrebia memba krom hano Sa station we ya na metie enti osofo fidie ne to a ne tie be wate Data Kennedy Makram
Awareness in my wamo. I went to war radio. I put to 77 program on you. I went to war radio. Papa Smiley, awareness in my wamo. And now he goes by the name Papa Smiley and got the vibes that will make you feel irate. Tune in and stay tuned to Bamaso. It's a party the king Smiley. Nana Wokwaso. Yo, on in Nanka Saturn and Web. Napam phone so reborn in Chidom from Monday to Friday, 3 to 7 p.m. Tune into Bamasu on a 24 radio. Yo, 24 radio. A photo 77 put the man on you. I went to 4 radio. Papa Smiley, awareness in my one more. I went to 4 radio. A photo 77 put the man on you. I went to 4 radio. Papa Smiley, awareness in my one more. Yo, from here to foreign, you give us a reason to listen to radio. Papa Smiley, a nyebo.
You was a Papa Smiley, a nyebo, enti yaba, yaba twaso. A higher bamaso, a 24 radio, and a waso egusuano. Jumedia Guswa a Tregu Ewo Abrawapa radio, and a 24 radio GH, and so. So call all social handles are at a 24 radio, Facebook, YouTube, and X Nina Ubuhuya ho. Ye Tregu din. Of a Kwame, Amba, there was a bombardier, and so Abeteho. Na yanko of a Kwame so kane so of a Kwame I ready there. Then the monk come kakra and Sanama bombardier, but me to of a Kwame. Say what him in Kano I ready there on you to who and yanko Bama so.
I guess you of a smiling. We are booting.
And Yasam Kitwa. Hey, Eviano. Ja. Me will find some in chance where Bokram fa. I know you. Ice blocks to go and change. So na fata will be so. Na and from an air bono. Na a buffer, you know, a circle, you know, so na a spray for the amount. I said, nice, I say air condition, get one, yes, a cheaper than air condition, a safer than air condition. But thank you very much for suggestion. Why? Now, France to say, France, dear, when you try, baby, you are seeing them dear. I say, Omo want to cry, you know, powers, you know, Omo person, Omo to me. I'm a say, in fact, I are some mamma, pass a winning year. And profile Omo Trimo, about the blue. That's right. Hey, if you see us more, you check it, ya na if we, your friend is a Miami Cousins. A whole crown Abraham through. And Abraham Nananum. Hey, and what you know, Hopa, Dianca, every before Pemuja. But when would ye? Nipa munyina mu moja baako hwede omoye aso omonchi aso we si shalom we to say salam alaikum hosre every so bia will be free mu bia will be fought a time fast one year time so it will reduce humanity to zero. Hey, you for what time to triviasi. Also, hey, platform is so the people can say, you come on way, one way. Hey, now who ye at the papa? I didn't know two best say at the communipano. One discriminate you, and one is a target Yasmano, Konako Yuma Pine. When this sense is only where you conscience be. Now, over what can send you home? We say shalom now, we say assalamu alaikum. Hey, over no question, a woman say. It goes beyond more. It goes beyond what you say. It is more about what you are vibrating. Right? It is more about what you are vibrating. Some people know they vibrate one thing and they say one thing else. The first walker, assalamu alaikum. No, if he's not vibrating on the frequency of assalamu alaikum, All kind assalamu alaikum. No chasing can have a wall.
Oh, and then you so okay.
Obeka say Christ as some count. But if he's not vibrating on that frequency of Christ as some na, one no can say 7 now or pequia or befaso a we are chrono. And it goes beyond what we say. It is more about what we vibrate. And truly,
Unyi say ade no so o recite here. Na fe emi value be amount.
And na be cliche.
So
and yes straightforward is I say when you recite. Nah, so but when you recite holding holding in mind. So when there is peace among all men. So when there is peace radiating from you to all men. When you feel it within your soul, when you embody it within your soul as you are reciting it, what is the feeling when there is total peace between me and all men? As you continue to have this kind of sensory perceptions with this recitation, it doesn't become a cliche. It is then that you begin to embody what you are reciting. But say, oh, kind of it doesn't have any value. What I say of Kwame? Sisi, of 1 second. When I'll put you on the spot to say, when there is peace between you and all men, what is the taste of it? What is the smell of that environment? When you are in an environment where all that is vibrating and I say emitting from you and all the people within that environment, peace. What is the smell? What is the
security?
Security. Give me.
Everybody.
Let anyone obia or yet dominant in one of the senses no enya feel of it. Should I say obia or yet dominant in the sense of hearing no. Manim who say say if there is peace between of Kwame and all the people around him. Say ana taste this sound no esitie. Obi a oye taste person no. Manu say when there is peace between of Kwame and all people say na taste esitie. Give us the idea of your peace, how it is like between you and all men. Send esitie.
Of us money. Me no situation na me wo mu say me currency no needing the love do so emprofo sabi we estimate almost say woman friendly cry no just give them a smile we won't say no more go every time you be meet me dia me smiling face when you aggressive or respect me or do me after you begin to see the good side of the person. And I'm living it. Make a choice, I'm experience it. And then me come back and send me a person. And so me will load me DB. Hey, me will load me DB because they know me. I just say, Sameka say, when I'm here, Miniska, G. You see, be next week, you grab it, yo. What is this? Although you currency, but people don't know. Now, who bet you? Yeah, if you do tell me, no, who be here any more? Now, say, we need, who squeezy when him, who nipa woman, who feels away you wait, who feels away in your approachable, who feels just a judgment not quite negative. Until you don't attract positive things. So, but who show go home. I will brush your cry there and no pay cry and me kai say of come who started life now on yes so humble sao. That feel the company saying ya dey be bremasi. Yadi be brain but say who say you are yourself yeah tna when na me shower say na me su na me hu say nipa won say hwe mo ma ye no do ye ho ye nkwara abremu no na ye wonwum bi owura eyi me to ye umaye no do ye ho papa bi na emse ka ke ku na to ye na enyum no ye so strong was it and was say yes I boy na nkrofo new generation e pick up senses e wo mu ebi ni Ghana situation yo o mani a hwe enena bi busa me ho say situation a esi wo Iraq na nke si Ghana na nka hoho bi di atuo begu ye so a nka NDC abani say okay oh yeah MPP support and the MPP sympathizers mo na mo be defend Ghana na me busa say onu be ya na so omo ya why don't they do it today so omo anya enti ade na kese ya chichie mu kra kese hoho meseye enti in all rounds no the kire say ye no do ye ho we can divide ourselves obi no dem rade abeto emu say ane mo nchiche mu but a strategy osuo se mo ka mo a na wi ya san enti we dividing method bi a mo be divide mo ho ene mesro no ma sa toa no constitution no ho na say the articles no pi wo ho mo a be ba be push question go
Oh, David, yet you can right. Na enche kra so was semi hwechi edema. What can send be earlier on, right? Perhaps it may form part of the conversations today. O say o sha se na nka onya humble sa me boa. Over kwame What mean kan?
Let's say class bi me to kan na me line no na emse nkrofo no ma me ka ko ba ku mienu ya tum no ba ku mienu no ma bi enti so to me nka de no no so to me nka na ya am de yo
o de tunka right na me ka say you were talking about the fact say o sha se na nka o nye so humble sa nya sa
I am correct.
Na bibi yare bi na o se yare bi be bo na afi hu se da bi nipa nsa hwe sa na ka no nya sa okay now enti of course na be hu say nipa ye ho nom no we are vulnerable right you see
exactly
vulnerability it's not weakness. When you embrace vulnerability it can lead you into strength. It's and say the empenyufo can also pray we baako ana ebuo okabomu a emu. And when you come to realize you say we are all vulnerable one to another, it helps you to figure out ways with which you'll be able to live at peace with all men, which is strength in itself. That's what I say. And I love it. Say you got to that moment of truth. You came to realize, you say, as humans as we are, we need to be humble, we need to love ourselves, and we need to be able to embrace each other, right? And oko anim no. So na me turn around kitwa bi e de aba. Na wabusa adofo am ye hu say if they could share their moment of truth. They said you can when you fell ill a little bit and then doing now Jeremy wa ana afi wo sha say na wo tinisi you yes sir so if you can ask people say about their moment of truth, what was the truth and under what circumstances they discovered that truth. But what the question I say? Overkwame. And overkwame ono wo steer. Ka obi steer car no dey ama ye na. Obi be steer na nu clutch ne so. Na wo be there watch nyigye.
Bakum you no more do me line. Bakum you no more do me line.
I don't know what you say about why would do line.
Debut, yeah, no, Mammy can't you wouldn't say the oye telegram. You come for Yakinatu. Simply because I buy no person with access. On your access no controls our platform. And indeed, I say, or more threatening.
Yeah.
I want to know the message about what they telegram platforms are. What they will on one the evidence about. So, because I bet you say, and for 4 years, telegram so yeah, and near maybe I buy no access. Because telegram no so independent to say, open say, no, privacy no is protected. But young men in your house, and you, me say, you follow or mono. Ye chesu baby obe we bia na ye chesu eno there is a reality.
Okay, all right then, you offer Kwame Yati, but yeah, let's stand on the conversation and answer the question that we put across. Say, what was your moment of truth, and what was the truth that you discovered in that moment, and under what circumstances Anna will discover that truth, right? Now what you can't count there. So, who said offer? I just say, I'm an answer.
Just say I'm an answer. One also on my order. See me in one. I say,
I said, Jamia, Metia Kunyana Muntino. What I say? Maybe you know, Mammy, Yentia, I just say, but kind of quickly and sana, perhaps Bombardier Abem. I just say, Bamasu.
I drink this year.
And I said, "What do you want to do?"
The phone I had on a percent phone were used over how many years? Say more than 2 years. That is what they do. Say a cha, son on by Wajos or something. That is what our service providers, and that's what they do. And day in and day out in our system, no more upgrade, you know. It's a old version one. It doesn't go down well with it. It's a bit over here as well. Yes.
You
they make me switch it to another one.
And no, I am monocacrana.
Oh, I know the bar road in Cherry cry. Not even 3 months cry.
Okay, as I said, yes, a mother hawkacra, right? 80 yakwe nimno. Obama Bombardier ba. I'm the Bombardier crana homanato. 80 Abbey. Alex. I just say no for June in that order, right?
Okay.
You can talk about other things, but one of the things are overcome once a moment of truth, you know. So, Anna, one other thing. So, the distinction between the path of righteousness and the path of selfish needs, right? Now, you weren't there when I gave that example. Yan fani say ono ho kani ewo ho so ana ono ho kani ne obi enya asem na o hwe na wutietie nsem ni mu no na je say ho kani no is in the place of wrong. Why am from so na you may be in that corner say uyi ho kani no atena uyi na tena ka chere se de bia de no wa nye ni yi enti wonya de be wo wonye ne mfom zo ntum won pacha na won ko de nimu a anhwe a ekombe o be bo so me right ekoma ebede no enye ekomba akun bi ekom bebre ena bede wo
bati ase
enti o hwe a se won pese kombede o na ebia wanya ai abobo brimbrimu a enti you wouldn't want to just be so spot on with righteousness and said this is the way, so irrespective this is the way enti afi na wakoye attention na wako oyere afa And no, in this particular instance, no, you have not been on the path of righteousness, but you have been on the path of your selfish need. Enti na me no obi di nkomo no na wo busa say na eye America, have they ever been on the path of righteousness? And I say it is always on the path of their selfish interest. Ofa Kwame, over to you. Carry on, Yamonkomo.
Yo, America, a year or the other to me, say, situation, Kosu, we are saying, it say, oh, my American, or my chest, or me bully pass, enka, ye huni ye nka we powerful, enka o hwese de omo ye weak no, o support omo. Now we see that's to be. But the moment you take sides, that is in fact, when you work as a leader, the minute I can't pay, or wrong steps. And any papem no, you expect it better from America. But you want to find waka. Salam alaikum. Ubikai, Yami yedi ope. Ndi America for no money di ope. Yo, I'm for any nature say, Maba, Mumobo Muhue. The offers Malika, no dear, when say, I'm for Mati be. Bombardier Swaba, Bombardier Swaba, dear, any. So, when your message in what, better amount. Now, if you take over Mike, now, if you twice on my. Now, Bombardier, you know, now been so prepare. Why? Alhamdulillah. To be near Bombardier, Bio when Namima Kwaba.
I've been Rasa.
Yo, and then Joseph, I mean, Mio, Nafi, also bra. Joseph, so by Mike, no dear, any Bio Mike, and I'm who's a Walland, Nafi, Mimo Kwaba. Joseph Abbey.
Yeah, for Kwame.
Bamaso.
Yeah, I drink this.
And I will quado.
Kwame, before you go on, I've heard you say 2 words. Salam alaikum, alhamdulillah. It means you have opinionated yourself already.
Says I make a salam alaikum, Nana.
Oh,
I met a guessing just right away.
So we know where you stand. We know where you stand now, so you don't have the audacity to condemn America, because we know this salam alaikum and alhamdulillah you said has given you away.
Salam alaikum is an expression of greetings.
I know, but it's purely giving us a stand of where you belong. You understand? You are following your cousins, and now you've given yourself up.
I've been giving myself up. I'm still a man of peace.
No,
when I meet my Jewish friends, I say shalom.
Oh, okay. But you haven't said shalom so far. So this is just trying to cover up.
No, this time around in France, they don't want to expose themselves again because they are targets. So if they come out, they do as much to hide their identity, especially if they are walking alone. So that's the situation. It's unfortunate. In French expression, would say c'est comme ça. It's like that. C'est comme ça. Sanity. Baby Abraham Philo. Abraham Kofu.
I think Bombardier will be the best person to answer this Abrahamic thing. You understand?
Bombardier, one of the Wamiatiasi, because in the Bible it's written, "Thou shalt not kill." The Bombardier kill no was him running Yeduma, and kill no. I told you our endoso. Crazy Trump, Pamu immigrants. When also, because they are illegal immigrants. Let's say illegal crowd, would me illegal.
But the South Africans abroad, they are not illegal.
Yeah, no, Busana Mami. And now, will be illegal crowd. Say what me be illegal. And one is say, oh, by
he and his parents, they all came there as illegal before.
Hey, Trump, Trump, reading the history, who say, oh, no, ni parents now. Can understand.
So, if you are saying Alhamdulillah and you are saying this thing, don't be saying things so, because we know where you stand already.
I don't take size, please. I don't take size. Maybe they say, "Thou shalt not kill," because life is sacred. It's as simple as that. Life is sacred.
Move on before we.
Of Smiley say, and friend is saying, "I'm a free subject to know."
This are no man. Call Mr. Chum to bail you out then.
Say Samisu or no any memory no ye come into
some can bail you.
Bet me a bail of a come any on pajan is an afi on reciting you or man. Now me they say
Mr. Chum can bail you.
Me memory na koye de oh. Oba you put me a bail of a coming.
What is the topic for this?
What the topics Papa Smiley left for He has forgotten all of them already. He say I'm Alhamdulillah. He saying things.
Well, I rest my case.
If Sam can build you.
In that case, then we can talk about anything. If he has forgotten the initial, then we can talk. There are so many things. So many things going on in the world. So many things going on in Ghana. So.
Overjum. And the people say, if there's anything going on in Ghana, that's what
all of a sudden, like, there's just like a bunch of like clear.
Yeah, but you know it's because
from where the noise is coming from. I say,
I don't pay you that sorry.
Ghana
buying the other two Ghana for any say. ECG, Electricity Company of Ghana. Woman, I say Ghana Water Company, the woman cut so many hundreds of thousands of cedis. Into woman shati, woman dika. And say, it's Ghana. I mean, nothing works in Ghana because it's our sika way our woman kind. Yeah, the main fee I use Ghana Water, Ghana Electricity. We pay every month. They send me a bill and I go and pay. Now, me knew in hundreds of thousands. Said yeah, one see ECG do omuka. So I will say, the friend is saying, and now say so many people have been employed in the public service to do a job for the Republic of Ghana. Now, and now say the governance in Ghana has been so bad for the past 33 years, both MPP and DC. All my employees, they don't qualify the most. They don't employ the most qualified personnel. They give most jobs considerations to party affiliates, and I will be free in Chrome and Adam for no. They don't employ based on meritocracy, and generally most Ghanaians are genetically congenital. Like we are very corrupt. Otherwise, how can a state institution have to owe another state institution several hundreds of thousands of cedis? How did it happen? It couldn't have happened in 1 month. I had the say Ghana Water, the ECG for Ghana.
it can go on for many, many years. So whose responsibility was it to make sure how much Ghana Water owes ECG is paid on a monthly basis? Why are they telling us now? This government to buy, this is the 5 or 6 months. Why are they telling us this today? So this is why I'm always arguing, say both MPP and DC are your two stupid political parties. They are not fit for purpose. People must rise up, agitate, and get rid of them. They are useless. Okay, you need to be woman defend MPP, some defend NDC.
No.
How? No, the question is, Argentina.
On radio.
ECD, I can't say Ghana Water, the Omoka basis. So many thousands of cities. The Omoka 1 month, and I say so many years. Now, so many years, how? What will you do with services? You make sure they pay the bill on a monthly basis or within the shortest possible time, because you need payment for the services you've rendered so you can continue giving the service to everybody in Ghana. You see, I must say, BB Ghana BRI fire fighting, very confrontational. How? The rest, I'm brought that's here. There's no way in the case of United Kingdom, Thames Water, electricity comes to Miaka. No, I'm brought they send you the bill. Once you they send you a reminder, or they get a bill to act. Because look, they need the money. Money in this case, Juma. But look at the state of Ghana. Now, electricity is now chasing Ghana Water. 2 of them are state-owned enterprises. But because they are not working well, you see the trouble, the chaos, the firefighting they are telling the citizens of Ghana. So, as someone in Ghana, as some can say, I mean,
Overboy over to me. Yeah, time one Ghana. The enemy says state corporations they owe service to Ghanaians. Yeah, free BB annual report on performance corporations they go through. Are they any hobium one?
Well, they say any hobium they only exist on paper. And now I'm talking about the past since 1992. MPP and DC will be running government 16 years apiece. And this is the mess they've given us. When I keep on saying MPP are rubbish, NDC are rubbish, other people are coming to tell me, say, there should people who are defending, they should come and tell me why, say, ECGC, Ghana Water, the Omoka, to Omobuy, books, why have they allowed one state-owned enterprise to own the whole Ghana, Republic of Ghana? Maybe see be a bit bill. I said, no, that stupid bill now, Mahama Castle Deba, we talk a petrol 4 liters, 1 CDB. What kind of nonsense? When you say what must suspend it, they should withdraw it. It's called U10. Abandoning the use, they are the most, woman they use electricity more. Meaning, because I have meters in Seattle, me or 375 CDs a womb. As we know, I don't own them, and they still take my power off. No, what's that?
Yeah, almost story. Almost they have the men.
They don't know politics. They don't understand. What would you say?
Almost they have the men.
He doesn't pay the bill. It's what come here. I'm in the front line. What do you want to do, Kanya? Yes, you be Joe. Mr. Minuabuka. What is spell? You do, Kanya. What of my papa? You know, Kanya was paid. Mr. Miller, you know, Kanya. And the other woman, they should condemn, say, about your MPP and this year rubbish. What if you are a different party? You stay home. Just pay part to all. You do, Kanya, or Bruce. No.
MPP wasn't, they have the men. The year friend is saying, Dr. Baumia, what do you say?
They should tell of Kwame Kwantu Namin Kamasem. They should shut up me and Kase. Me Kase MPP and this year rubbish. People saw a better performance. They should do a service for me. Because me try to build, you know. What be answering to Yamin will be a tia. And then the back and another Yantia who said, Sabijan for 10,000 Yate Agrada. 10,000 wrong with your petty tia whatever. So in Kwasia Samsan will be a Sika Ayo. $10,000 what your mamma Mia Grada. Abra, now because they had been cassette, says can come from secondary school or coy. See, I'm from where you are the papa, yento egg. Best as a man colani, woman, would do 1 egg a day, high protein. On say, one need something else, one year said, what the Ama Agrada, wouldn't mean answer. Some most of the politicians, woman in our work, and you share you, and the need you to be suit your brochure. Ya woman to your bill, be a big woman take a baby, and one will have someone where I say. I got one more better than I mean, so much was about 1 month to cry. No more day, one about to any parcel. Monka, and must open and this year. Fine, cut off said they should deliver, and not Ghana, and yes, said your brochure city. It's possible. That is what I want to hear. And let's have hear empty sycophants would dear take Kakasa. MPP are Cromford, NDCC are Cromford, they are useless. Because I want them, push them to deliver for me, do a better job. And no one can say Ghana water and the Omoka, ECG. Therefore, at the Ahuti Rebel, and we bedroom, you know, Ghana water and Yeska, and crack, a dry, you didn't know in Sion. Therefore, Cromphobia, water supply will be cut short. So, yeah, and yet, and here 47, and here, of course, you, and yet, I'm penning for one kind of crazy. It will be new as for making sure say will be a to build now. Abrochi I mean me ko try wo ko adwuma mu a me no me hwe obi so a collective responsibility every step of the way bia will be a na adwuma yi a e dia so bi eba Ghana de nipa bi adwuma yi a kopim ha na breaki no obi awie skanya na asai just Jimmy that was what Abrochi say we support the partner. Be bien who are working well in Ghana, both MPP and NDC tap are useless. I don't let me hear why. Try benefit you have to take care more. On say you to Ababa, you need bus quiet room. You pass to throat room and I benanti. Are you telling me now Abrochi say MPP a year, about Papa and NDC a year? Wouldn't be a walker. Abrochi bus is train. One man making sure say bus need train will be bia. I don't think where you are there into me now. Sikara nam say MPP ni and say yes getting out your top V8 no mo now so ti Abrochi now support no be catch me tune say ND aba papa rubbish woni dey worker aya papa brabetra 6 man here so be ti atra ka o ka de obu befu kra che me o ya wo mu jabi ye ka obi amfuna no tum say mahama na aba ye bonati na say wa ye ni yie aba me ho ato me obi a ho ato wo de ho to wo mo ada ti ye wo for the ye sofa Petro, one city cast ATM, one suspended. Me tea last week in a them say I think woman who answer. Because in Tokwa, I see Iran. I saw we create woman yard in Chimuna, then go for a child which I support, MPP near this. Woman Yaka. Me Tiano, meaning your MP for the IMA, and this for the IMA. And she, Bola, if he go to me, I am proud, she has many more go to be at that. For so many years, I could find a time and pray with that. Mamma's wife, I said, I am praying. It will. Woman, you know, your pen on me a day. Abrochi Krubas or no, you been one baby or 10 go to Yempra. You have a fun ball at the yard. So, Bano be John Kaka said, about Papa, what me time, or me take with them to tea, or me go home, or me kick a actually. Or because I want to make Trangana have 1 year. You for tomorrow. Yes. But monsieur Kaka, Ariana Noy, woman, what or mine, woman, Brian Quasia. Saturday will be a cabia. Not as a woman who has to say, not the gun of woman yati. And I'm people to say, Bomodiana Bocrobia, no Cacana, or Bonio. Milano, as a free Milano, of woman, the Cotobigun chair. Man bed 2 hours. Oh, Yanabo, maybe they say freezer. There's a from out of Fatama. I don't see the mechanics. I know. May time NDC, IFA. May time woman say they should deliver better services for us. That is their job, and they are not doing it. May tell say one more are suspending 1 CD fewer doom so let me bomb me some yes. I'm afraid the Mahama will see answer. When you could just suspend, when you free or cry. And yes, idea. Me see will be a top bottom. Wo call one fear, one kitchen, you know the air conditioning board. One they use to electricity. Electricity is the oil, and I brought a kegu. And one say me, I mean, me told say, Ebia, me nika, I'm a fruit trotra, and I'm your car, me talk 4 liters, at 1 city. What nonsense? One more can over to some of you car, one more petrol, one more yaka. That nonsense, they just everybody must pay for their fuel. Full stop, that's what I'm saying. Sasa, one more to minka. The minimum didn't want to minka. woman in a car over to petrol woman tia. Woman a book and me tia. One of the ones won't hear me, want to groom her, would tia capre, what you are not to a Bobaba Parkiaso. But I bet Tiana make us a Omna Betragana and would hear me. I open your eyes and you now, Mokano. Would ya a Kayabo Kumi, a Tobacco would to be. So about that, you want to say, yeah, cabinet meeting, what in be. Cabinet meeting.
Over Kwame.
What is that?
Oh, now over to me, say, oh, who makes it?
My must offer chum question, Mrs. Sia. Why?
Yes, sir.
Now, offer, Boko,
Yes, sir.
Boko,
Yes, sir. Oh, now don't know about.
Good. Now, and ya I am from Source, we ever support to party Biana.
And Mimi, okay, but you don't see. I am from so, Obi, I bet me a door, a queer, a you, obey me a door. Mimi, dear, Yana, my reporter is that I buy for 1 million for the past 33 years. One more highest, I haven't said will be power, what you brought you, one who said your governance is here. I brought you num cania, I do cania. I brought you border, go to Mumo, got us in our so, ensure public transport, I mean, me, I buy me and what them may for so no be uncabi. Say, Kawamu woman provide a reliable public transport. Said you be what UK no. Your buses, you will train your whole door, your tram, Ukababiati. Just a ban here when you know, we are public, we need Kakwana. You have the services of public transport, and with life, I complete Kakra. Yeah. Any papa, yeah, Kosala to Abamono. One moment TV to care, one feel petrol tank, ma woman tia. Nami yatete kase me na me ntua kana me nam fom.
Okay, offer.
Eno na me how e ma nkase omo obi and support ku obi. Wo support am nkwasafo ya buye nkwasea.
Okay, all right. Now, any mami Musa wo.
Yes sir.
In what context should someone support a party?
I need the agenda for corona so me to me speaking for them. Nemonka generally in the American say enko so obi a e na no tumbi. Emma aban bi o bia Ghana no we provide good services at the buy. We are human beings. Now you tia aketua a cost of living allowance. Emma nipa. Abuti e yen sa.
You say no. You say yeah pay way forward. And you know we can't leave people to think anyhow they want, because if you leave people to think anyhow they want, and then you come and express this kind of your submission.
But Papa Smiley, meet me answer.
1 second. Okay. So the question is, in what context, Anna, Ogen say ideal, if someone is to support a party, it should be.
Sanka the Pakro who support a party. For on said Amitaka say good governance on hinges on certain pillars: transparency, honesty, integrity. Support to party where what integrity, honesty, not where development agenda, obey development, about benefiting the larger population of Ghana. Because that's their core mandate. Ube Trump abem, so ube some ye. Ya employ woman. But Yakwes woman Lord himself over us. I want people to stop their sycophancy and tell the party they support, say they should deliver to the mass of the people good governance. Governance.
All right, then. Over. Thank you very much. Sam Safu, then another person catch them.
Just a quick one. Name boy of Chuma just to make his point, maybe. And again, it's just like to say tax as someone about recently, of a body by ya, dear be an AFS song. Yin so NDC by who see rain, Ujina Oka say radio means so. And I think that's the point I be of a chum person making.
Yeah.
Young customer support two party be by so who see be being Jina ho the kasi radio and ye by a mubino. Omunitri a pay face and somebody be no defend a pushy, and that's where the problem the end is I am queen no more than to the who say kukudrone kasi minimum party nearby and yes, who say no what before to say yes, radio yes, I don't need you two and I'm going to be queen and I think say that's how we be of a chum per se on Putin, or at least that's how I see it in Tikaka this sort of a chum and so on.
All right, thank you very much. Ofa Kwame. Carry on. Why? Carry on.
The Suffolk cannot be. The Suffolk cannot be. Baby, how do you say? Your friend be subjectivity. So who judges are there right and I say, you know, a personal judgment to Tia no dear. And I feel so, would you write sycophancy boomwa? They think about Womu Yefunu, Womu gains our own binya, into almost support to know, I say selfish, strong, and your money ye no more home.
And I miss you make tea woman them the bia. Because me yes copa. But I be man because me tax. Me tax the only tip. Some get fee the man I grant that 10,000. To make tea woman them what we want Singapore. And you good governance, you know. And there you 1 CD per 40 ton. Woman suspended. And you young sasempa. Yes, you will travel cry. Britain, Mr. Papa Swally. Last year, I buy no cassette. Year pensioners in winter time. One moment is can be a friend of winter fuel allowance. One would change. One would see one more and you one Nigeria need a Abayano leader of the one more Labour Party in the Chiama. One must restore say this year, one bit year, this coming winter, one bit year winter allowance. Your friend U10 in politics, you do a U10. Scan on which last year, you didn't winter time. One must have their buying into this year, you bit year their mind. It is our Petrus Calvacano. For now, 2 days ago, Mahamas was suspended. It is who Chum, your friend in U10. One Chum Sudia, it is who be ministers and some media woman in it. What can they use to petrol more? What can they use electricity to I call the baby woman Jarina? That is less a Canaba, Minam Westwadia good so. Trot driver. Most of what TV.
Over June. Your point is well made into Yanku and why. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Thank you. Over Kwame.
Yes, sir.
Why?
Bombardier, and Yawaba, Wabia, Bamaso.
I drink a napom today.
Oh, I do more. Once I to me nothing quite there's hope.
You and that's indeed. Metcha and Yanina, woman muti all the frequencies. No, the next week questions and answers required a midweek, arms week. Then Yamiasi, a Yakuni Queerful. Almost done. Overcome Yakuni, Nam say, it's just a night about say, you know, and talk 7 is anomaly, now, Casse, or Moya, you know. Made a medical catcher say, you were Israel war Bible. Israel war Bible. And you won't go for you from Zion is a or my son with the uncle Israel. Since no being so would they were for Kwame. So that's it. We original. If you know for Kwame visual while you friend Kwame Nkrumah. So that's it. It is a war for Kwame, who can say Kwame Nkrumah. You say original Kwame Nkrumah no honum. It you could upon Nkrumah. But you can't Nkrumah. When you board dictionary and now Kobo Google, I bet you original Nkrumah no. Until you didn't put the tones of Rana, you say original one or honum. If you know Papa was 17 or 2 Nkrumah. Say na I've been so about Sir Abrahamic, you know. So what's your Bible Mudia? A year, Papa be a friend Abraham, and Papa Terra, Nina and Naho. The Nina Bar, Bema Bako, Neban a friend lot, and ne cousin, yes, Sarah, and our warrior, Omokoye. Omohan and Copo say, one friend Papa named the bush of one chain. Na Obechan as a sip, Ebisu. And Abraham Koye, Genesis chapter 18, Kaya, Yakupon Abraham, Epapam, a pine beans and such any woman, or catch them say, O Mubechum Chitty, will be beer when fee biano. And I bofre be about 1 by 8 day, no see a church chitty, yes, circumcised. Negus Abraham, can we say Abraham Nanny Krum, Iraq? Cry of free no and a friend Iraq and near friend all. And one is from Babylon, ne Cardiano, to Babylon dinner be bree. It will only was soon for one Yakupo friend, and on Yakupo Quapam, and I in Sanchania, the SH Kitty and infant silly cabinet. And Abraham, Yakupo Shan and say, Obeuba, Sa Bofrano sooner, Sa Boshan Evede, Ebe Juma. Satama, Abraham, every day, and would be almost bear 70 years or so. But Abraham no niba. And then Yakupon so man upon to send then obey, say, na say Boshan so be free me masuni ye ba, miss me we are the enemy, and then Yakupon echo. So don't go my say no because of some more drama and 70 anomonitino. And we each day Abraham says since and say na afisa say no. Sarah be woman Sarah cry yesterday. Sarah say oh. And then the time not Sarah did 89, Abraham so did 99 years. But the following year Abraham did 100, Sarah did 19. And no more Isaac. But then soon Sarah on pair butreno or the I can say Nabawa I friend Hagar free Egypt Emma Abraham so nkoda sometimes na say madam with the house on all house help so the na kwa ma be man say on ndan wa akora no ye fa say ma me ne ba kosila wo hye that was the intention of Sarah or person so Yakopon ni plans no so no di nipa de enti wanya botre na abofra won de friend Ishmael na Ishmael nyine no na afi den maame ne so sese de seja oya ababawa ha na Abraham so akoso ahwe enti sen ma I house up no ombu Sarah bium afi do se yempam no enti ni tie wane se ye benya nkura mienu se Ishmael na Isaac na Isaac emuna ono so ekowo Jacob ene Jacob so wo enkura 13 a oba ka ho nti Jacob ne ma na omunye 12 omunye 13 oba ne ka ho a ye pen Dina ene 13 by mema na 12 edisa Jacob yi ene ono Yakopɔ kotintamye ene Yakopɔ tuni se yemfra wo Jacob mefro Israel enomu na ye benya yes 12 tribes no omo we a omo be ye Hebrew for ena Ishmael so ono so ne ye ban say ebia the nephew a friend Esau because Esau nane papa nso ye Isaac so mienu Esau ne de Jacob sa Esau for omo de from the Edomites no omo ne Ishmael for man so ewo ye into unse line na ekono nti Ishmael ka branch Abraham na pai mienu Isaac was left Ishmael right Ishmael efa ni nephew Esau na Isaac so ekofa bebi Yakopɔ mbɔhye na ekoye Hebrew for na enti no Bible mu de se wo ye Hebrew ni a na se wo ye Ishmaelite nyina mu nyina no mu papa na Abraham so that's papa Abraham ba sankofo ye omo ho no na nkofo enti ase no sankofo omo ho no omo nye Israel na ewo Bible mu no omunye Israel na ewo Bible mu no madika kan say obi an ko kan bibi efen Zionism no share the founder of Zionism na wohu when the background of Zionism ye ka Zionism year omuye Europeans a na ebi wo Poland ebi wo America ebi wo Britain and omo form a group na papa ode ni efen Theodor Herzl 1897 or Zionism say ompeso mo reincarnate said the nkofo no mo Bible mu no omo ye hu say yiti no Zionism no bi atiase so eni sade a ye hye na nkofo edi Israel into ye ho so na nkofo bo de omo adwene sha na obe omo adwene say ye boy Israel dey dia omo adwene ya beko say Israel no Bible mu no because na Zionism obi enu say omo ye racist omo no omo mpe before say no omo kwa Europe omo yom say omo ye superior enti ene de yen yi it is that time no Palestine no awowa for Palestine ne oman ya Yakopɔ so de ma Bible mu Israel for no na ndi parties so o nyina na Canaanite land ba Yakopɔ ko say omobo ne nti no na o jinto o ka ji Israel say enye mu na tebia medomu ba Canaanite ayifo no omo so abosom omo do mo mama abosom ye fe no ye kan say Ashera any ba na ya hye omo nti no omo di bone nti o fa Israel so omo formalize law because where there's no law there's no sin. After them run about the say no say Yakopɔ say ni party enti no omo bae na after second world na internet na Great Britain ndi di wiase nyina so na sankofo nyina omo gada omo nyina say ye kopon baby wo Palestine omo ko na Palestinian fon eto Jordanians voto o man ne whatever o man oto no wo ma ye from Israelites on Bible Yakopɔ skata omo ye ni baby omo enti Bible mu no maka se o pese o sua dia ko Bible ne hu wan na ye Israel ni ye ka so bi Israel ni a I was so papa eye Israel ni so also papa Israel ni so but the Kobani say Nyankopɔn pese Israel for no eye hantan say me na Nyankopɔn ye yi no but since Jesus Christ buy no wa mo obi enti na me ye Ghana ni na me from o Christo ni me kan ka Ephesians chapter 2 a nke Israel for kwa na Nyankopɔn no omudeli but since the Jesus Christ obi ntu wa ba ka ya bo wona na we chiri from the Gentiles ye no obi bia ye no Jew bia no ye Gentile ene wona e ben na ye Jew for no nya waka ye nyina bom ense say no omo ye from Jew no Say case you also belong to the 12 tribes. Okay, a year Exodus or sanity or teacher tribes and say you also remember son why Israelite. So enti and no be saying Netanyahu say the tribe they ultimate country. Even though some one for biblical names into Benjamin, over guess away Benjamin says there be ye ka Benjamin not the last one of a year Jacob. Enti tribes no ye wo ne ba penny Reuben no ba Simeon can say Levi omna ya as of one no ba Gad na Asher ne Naphtali sa no ba can Judah. In fact Judah mun nya the ye coin the word Jew. Judah ne coin the word Jews one or on the shall say Judah no. So enti no untimi sorry ka say me Ishak Rabin. You bu say Ishak Rabin say we tribe where. So to my tribe and say we Jew no untimi ma. And the essence of Munye Israelites went to Mudino. After saying a mom baby 1945, no Muso independence, bear 1948 or something. Omuto Mudin some Israelis, Israelites. Israelis. And almost soon only pro what made this Omuji sa lele lesbianism need. Ultimately, Israelites, because Yakubo become on Leviticus 18:92 cocaine. Sadin Yakupo Chiwadi, Sadian, lesbianism, say Bemani Bemada, or Bane Bema, no, Saka, bestiality, say Unipani Abuada, anything bestiality and azophilia. Now we will say K. or Mudasu Israelite, Miran Sabasa, Ebechuum, Bomuso Munye. And the size Israel from Yakupo the Kumu. Omutimi kwa debi omekokubiano omudi kuku. So omudi kuku no masa consulting Yakupon. So it will by when the one mukun America for mukun among but obie no Israel be no another country say ye Jebusite for na say ye Canaan say Amalekite for Israel for to come debi Israel for na show because Yakupon ekusa akon na mom. So enti but when stress that area we be confused when you the word is uko Israel or conservative no from Jews for no omo pe Christo for say but a Christo for one etim de be say Christian need to say Christian we betim that hu so but when you Christian Christo ni be no obeso so Israel for no so the omo ye no because omo ye Israelites and then Israel for no say Israel for no Israelites for omo remnants baby kwan omo ye special group bi say de nkan Yakobon e form no enne Oka Hebrews chapter 1 or say Yakopon ya or ne ye janom nanti e kwan breso ne ahodo breso esese de wakasa kire we ne doba no ti Jesus Christ the mediator one no waka nyina yebom say we ye can say Nigeria ni wo ye Togo ni so we Christian kwan de oka ho enti wo hwa Acts chapter 2 Peter any Jew for ne din ka sha ase he's so much as and answer Acts chapter 10 Colonius or Gentile the fair Gentile be Christian after na be ya kai nyina ya bom so enti o say is sad dey we o mu peku do but mako YouTube wo bo se Christopher kure preach kwa na o mo ye dey o mo tutu aboabo mo because that ntia o mo dwen say no makofa sa o mo Torah na fa to mo so no o mo dwen say Christopher na expose mo so o mo na ku Yesu but enyum na ku Yesu Israelites for na ku Yesu enye Israelites for into my dad the nipa and ye wo park bu America from America Israelite park omo ye political group for America for omo do Israel kra esen America into be call omo nya we senate ni house no ti de bi no mutwe skama Israel won se omo ka se Donald Trump enko tokwa no sa no mutie omo ma antokwa nya America for ko no omo twe ska message cause omo powerful group lobbyist group corrupt group ema Israel for no enti de bia no Netanyahu ya onu so mse ntokoro ntimi nko onu se America ye de ya eni se opesa America ekun wa mu no enti yensu sa de ni yi say Israelis for no omunye the Israelites of the Bible some may argue otherwise but me say obeso ye by a student of the Bible na che de we Jew ni you must belong to one of the 12 tribes no enti ye kwa yenko bi so omo Israel for no Israelis for mo ye 7 million ye we'll try be a wine.
Well, over Kwame, can I ask Bombardier a question?
Go on, please. Bombardier, are you ready to take his question?
Yeah, man, who's a question?
Okay.
Bombardier, you are almost asking the question. So, which of the tribes do you belong to?
As Christians, we are royal priesthood. So that's it. We don't belong to any tribe.
Which royal?
Sana Bible no describe Christians. You bet Marco kind, ye royal priesthood. Mammy didn't say royal priesthood. Yakupon Eka Bibi or First Peter or describe a Christopher say na yetie. Na Metro didn't tell say ye royal priesthood no. Didn't tell us because say we have the way no a addition. You bet me a no say time or there, but ye crown my main kind Bibi Kakrebi. First Peter chapter 2 verse 9 say, but you are not like that. The Christopher na yekas assumption no. For you are a chosen people. You are royal priest, a holy nation, God's very own possession. As a result, you can show others the goodness of God.
Bombardier, which verse? Which of the Bibles are you writing?
I don't have to tell
New
the Bible,
International Version, King James Version, or whichever.
I don't need to say any version. I'm reading what the Bible says. Open version there is another matter. Whatever version be could be a sign and read it. So don't talk about version. For he called you out of darkness to wonderful light. I didn't also offer a royal priest. Upon that day, one and a royals, one and the tribe of Judah. To share the first, I can say, the second king of Israel, David, no free. The only king of no free, the Benjamin, and a or his soul. By the born into a free mom send a bad Judah for line, a choir could see Rehoboam. And on one and a priest, I saw for a Levi. So, enti Israel for no, so could change to so do what chairman Levi for, because ye chance as no Yankupa Momu be, because was a priest for no, or motion to Madame Manity, wouldn't so do and that DBA be another about honum, because net tighten a welfare system, because Yankupo say, Ashamon God, Mako Yuma, na Levi for no to Madame was saying Yakupanti, Yakupo, yes, I welfare system for a tight said Omunian 11 tribes and Omunia Bibia, no much mutan their back a no. And a war a year royals namika, and Yakupo say, yea, Christopher, we are both priests and royals because Jesus is the King of Kings. Now say, oh, papa, a king, dear, you are royal. Jesus say, you're royals. You need to boss room with the idea. And a sense to your priest say, ye Kenya Niasen, priest for nominal interpreting Emrano. So that say, and to be able to Aaron, a DNS, Moses know you let me.
Bombardier, stop there. Let me.
No, don't stop there. What? Your question has been answered or not, or you want to?
Yeah, but Bombardier, this royal thing. When Christianity was being spread, it was spearheaded by these kings and queens and royals. So they just put it there for you both to think you're also royal. There's nothing like royal.
Listen,
okay.
if you don't know.
But let me ask you one question. Is God? Let me ask you one question. Is God a human being or a spirit?
God is spirit. Matthew chapter 4.
So why are we attributing human characteristics to him?
Because he came down in a human form. A spirit has no flesh and blood. A spirit has no flesh and blood. And he said, by spirit, nobody will see him. And nothing in John chapter 1. That's why I always say, you don't believe the Bible. So if the person who believes the Bible is teaching you, don't tell the person teaching you that he doesn't know. While you yourself don't believe the Bible.
But you are not teaching me.
No. You have
because I don't know what type of books you've read and telling me Bible.
Listen, no.
Do you know how the Bible was put together?
What the Bible was put together, the word of God has existed. If people has put it together, it is God who has made it so. John 1:14. So the word became human and made his home among us. What do you understand? God is spirit. A spirit has no flesh and blood. If he comes in a spirit, you can't see him. So, but he has to come to a human body. You can touch the body, the flesh. So he came to live to us as human, but he's God. So Jesus Christ was full God, full man. But because his spirit, that's why he came to do his work 3 years and he left. So that's it. It is a heaven. Whatever the people saw him on earth, and that's not how Jesus Christ looks like. But he has to come in the form of a human being for a reason. That's what God. He didn't marry. He didn't have no children. If you read, Isaiah chapter 53, God, when he came as a human being, was not even handsome.
So what about those people who are saying Mary Magdalene was his wife?
Is it in the Bible? That's what we call fallacy.
But you know the aspects of the Bible were not included.
No, what
six books were not included in it.
What is the Bible? That's
so
what people
like Papa Swale used to say, Nipa the man on Siabo. The Nipa has used their own mind. So let's exclude this. Let's exclude this.
And you want me to accept the fallacy? What God wants you to know is what is called the
so
66
that one. What
so
criteria did you decide to say is to attribute all the books as fallacy?
Believe what you want to believe, and I'm telling you, don't believe in the Bible, and I'm telling you as a Christian that is not part of the books of the Bible. We call that apocrypha. Do you know you speak English? Go and read the word apocrypha. Let me give you the meaning of the word apocrypha. We call them apocrypha books. Why is it called apocrypha? That's what we learn. So you cannot just make your connotation. Apocrypha means doubtful authenticity. Doubtful. So something which is doubtful is not authentic. How do you say that it's part of the Bible?
What shows the other ones too are not doubtful? Because they were all written by human beings.
They were
because the Greek people, if you read some of the manuscripts, if you read some of the manuscripts,
if I tell you pick up a pen and write something, you wrote the thing, but the things that you are writing doesn't belong to you.
Papa, Bombardier. The Bible tested everything.
But when the person who believes in the Bible understand the Bible is teaching, you say no. These are some of the things.
Bombardier, it's not you believing is what changes anything.
No, but
if you read manuscripts, because the Bible was translated from manuscripts.
What manuscripts?
According to manuscripts,
according to what? You don't believe
those who translate the manuscripts.
According to what? What manuscripts?
Those who even translated the manuscripts. They said some of the manuscripts were translated by, I think, the Greeks and the Romans and so on. But the Greeks themselves at the time, they didn't write anything down. They believe in oral tradition.
So
some of them maybe
I know what you're talking
about.
The Septuagint and the Masoretic, but you don't understand that. Because right now, even if I even explain this thing to you, you still believe in your ignorance that you don't understand it. Because I know because when you mention manuscript, I know where you're coming from. There are two manuscripts.
Bombardier. We all don't know what we are doing.
You are taking a tangent. So you
Bombardier, we all don't. Let me tell you, I don't.
No, you won't tell me anything. You won't tell me anything. Somebody who doesn't believe that, but you don't have any knowledge to teach the one that I know. You know what you know, but what I know that I'm telling you. But because some of you are agnostic and atheists, you try to come and condemn the Bible.
You've gone into judging people. The fact that I don't follow you to do, Bombardier, you don't believe in God more than me. You understand? You don't believe in God, but I don't believe in the way you people are doing and thinking. Oh, is it making noise or shouting like this? What shows you are worshiping God?
And what did I tell you? That because if you read and knew the Bible, I told you that
the people you are following, you are see how they are killing human beings like they are killing flies
and removing people's laws. That's not Christianity. That's not Christianity. So know who a Christian is. But you are not ready to listen to who a Christian is. That's your problem.
Your concept of Christianity is to you alone, not to me.
Huh?
Do you understand? Because the people you are following, they are the people killing people anyhow. And you wake up and say, it's right God. It's right this.
Who is killing people? Have I not told you? Because you don't listen.
Progress.
I don't think you are listening to the teacher. You are only hearing the teacher. That is your problem. That's why you are lacking so many things in knowledge. I told you that these Israeli people are not the Israelites in the Bible, and you are telling me that I'm following them. How can I follow somebody and I'm just teaching you that they are not of the Bible? So how can I follow such people?
But you are using their country to cite a lot of things.
And I'm telling you that they are not supposed to support these people because they are not Israelites of the Bible. So what are you telling me?
Well,
yeah, so listen, don't hear. Otherwise, you always be found.
Bombardier. The Bible was written by human beings.
Okay, the Bible was written by you.
Based on human interpretation.
Somebody who didn't invent the thing, but you are telling the person who invented the thing that you know more than the inventor.
Okay, Mr. Jude, you want to come in? You come in. I mean, this thing, I don't take no.
So you people, some of you come, you are atheists, and you don't believe in the Bible. And the person who has read the Bible,
you cannot ascribe what you want to me. The fact that I don't go and shout like you do.
You said it. You yourself say you don't believe in it. So what are you saying? You don't believe in the Bible. So
on which platform did I tell you I don't
believe the Bible?
I'm telling you the way you people are going about it. I don't believe what you people are doing.
The people don't know me. Which people? Tell those who don't understand
I don't believe what you people are doing. I don't believe that the way you people are doing this is the way to worship.
You don't believe it. God doesn't want you to believe it. You are not bigger than God. You are just a creature. You are just a speck of a sun in front of God.
So you are bigger than God, right?
I'm not bigger than God.
You are bigger than God because you are quoting Bible quotations. Keno Forata will see him. Keno Forata will see him.
You
not you people. Keno Forata.
And you go and tell him rubbish.
Yes. So you think all these things you people are doing here, it means you are so holy.
All right, who's next?
Hey.
Who's next?
Yeah.
I think Alpha Boy. So Ati and Kanyama Obama so. And that's the Bra Alex. Okay, Bra Alex. Ati and Kanyama Obama so. Alpha Boy, I think so why busy into so.
Yo,
I know for Boy, I think she just all switch chill because her voice no way today. Yeah, Obi be of a boy. Please, so bet me be of a boy.
Now, what about way?
Maybe of a family, dear sir.
Bama so of a boy.
I didn't catch it.
All right, of a body, Bama so.
I think see way.
I didn't catch it.
Yo, any Bombardier only some mon support of a crime. Why? I mean, him so of a crime. What tunes you must say? Why? Thank you.
Yeah, Motimenka.
Yeah, I don't cap loud and clear. By Papa Smiley Apacho before I back on so the topic be by any sort the better one because my man say.
Papa Smiley.
We are can't the opposite worker.
Yeah, in any sort of body, I think it's a BB because the anti topic be an of a Kwame Sunya saying to say, be no witness of person can be and I say, their cost will be at least for the time being, because this will be the topic in the Beba.
Yes, Sam, I heard one of the topics of Basmali brought is what I can remember is about the moment of truth. Because Papa Wafakwami, I had a conversation with Papa Smiley, and he told Papa Smiley that he used to be very erratic when he was younger. So when he grew up, he said when he grew up, at some point, he fell sick along the line. So at that point, he something dawned on him. That was his turning point. His moment of truth. And he realized that human beings, we are nothing. You understand? So that was like a turning point or the moment of truth for him. So Papa Smiley wanted us to, and there was another issue, another topic I've forgotten. But, so Papa Smiley wanted him to ask everybody, whether you've experienced, that moment of truth. Ofakwami experienced his moment of truth when he was bathing, he was showering. Then it occurred to him that after all, he was a human being. But when I came in, he was quoting some Arab things. So I started taking him on that. So he forgot the whole thing. So that's the thing, yeah. Yeah.
Allahu Akbar.
Yeah, but when he was quoting some Arabic languages, So yeah. So Sam, yeah, so that's the starting point. Maybe personally will come and add the other one.
Yeah, so for boy this when you're turning point to do our life minister per se only and share. And I also think I heard him saying akwa se wo ne ho ka for ho ne se wo ni twa pefesi de oye na enye kwan ben so na obefa obegina n'anim aka kire na sinti de oye ne nya na se obefo ne so amana ye de oye na a wonu se enye ne bi isa se bia okobọ na chi anhwe ba ma komado wo kwan bebre so nti obey na obeka n'anim ana se obefo ne so amana ye de enye no nti anyway those two no ene de wo ho bia na o de person so no o de ne eti of body
Yo. Na over coffee. Amani wasere ya. Ah? Who sit to be a
almost cannot interesting to me. Say, also, of a Kwame, no son on them. Say, that's what Kwame, when you're still out, they never to throw down also. This is what those why they feeling collaborate. What they do, they would do. Allahu Akbar. You Australia, I'm a change. Until what they also
maybe the mate you for coffee with us so na me tie fo nyina so ma say ne okay ofa kwam de yanyini nyina no ma bebre tutu na me fa free sam side ho na no ka se wonu ho kan ni wo ho na se ade a wo ye no enya ada se obeka ma command woni independent nipa se ne wote because me sure say o ho kan ni de anase o yire ana ukun de obetimi ma command we nemre wo mu abre eja no wo so ano a wo de siso ebe hie nko de me sure say ese o ma no ehunu but me as a person say me ka na say ba kona se bi me ho say o ntie na wo ye enoma bi a emfata no nya me yere nko a me ne wo na namo me ye den yo na magyahi for life amount cause me ho ni say so far as eja wo ho na nkotra mu no wo ni nyansa nyame ama nyansa enti nyame na nkasa kro de nyansa no ma o pa ma se me ka wasem ba kona ade no de wo pesa wo ya na enoma bi bra den na ma yimani ne nyina ya ekọ nyese kom de untimi mekom ne me one thing amen so o mo ho say ene what sen kra me first eyini de meka ma dwen ne wi a it could be say bia me de na meka kra me wrong but it's any ma dwen no e kire be say bia no ye right me kire ma dwen ana say meka ma dwen ti say one fa den na magya na wan kasa waye ni a opesa waye say the pa brewa na a good resource ma offer the bad resource so a the obenya bia na wafa sana me policy de ne tie even though
now for body o
aha
okay je ka se kombedo na so wa no say on pamu so kom no so wo ho ana fe so say oyo yire so wadan for the mini try say bia obetimi amana koye de opa bia say yan wadan for keke by say yo yire na say obani say still and so still na obamana ye de opa no was say on your mako ana say na opa chere no
me bakura na me ja mo waye de opa sana tie na me yire mpamu kom de ebedi me sese eneme mpam kode o pese de wa na ede wo o pese de wa na ede wo enti eneme na last me kan ha se ade a efu wiase nyina mopa na efu wiase mopa e mana papa small ne me ko ho sana me ma so me gidi se be efu but from the enemy a better admin because me casa me ban also mpana I said near me so my family wandering nti ehọ ne de na akula no kra no se oba na se bia wadi be 16 kona wanyini awie onyini 2 ma say bia obetime agya na yi but me ka ba ko mienu ne me nsa me mebo me nya hwe ebro no ntimi enye wayi me gya o life ko na se eboa wa de no aba afa so amwo so a na wo ye obesa aba me ba panyi be ma sisi a afi no wo ayi level 400 will go but enu odi na chi kura wie o abetena fie di enti na man ba sa wo ss no nim se o stubborn e kan na semba akon eno ane se odi ni odi ne maame e do montuma bo ana maame si woni mo si woni nam si wo obi ani mu de ani nya na sem mi ja na sem ma no later maame o hwan o be ka man o trafie 2 years or 3 years 4 years kora ono ana ni ban ho so ono aba be pa chawo ye no manam say so waba dia yesi ayi nyame kora de bone chenti me de be chawo me de be fam we kora de minti mi fa ncha me de be firi we ene nani aba no ho so o de tem enti sade na obeye na eboa wa fine amboa de a wasem na me nchechero me nya hwe amaja o life because
Timothy was here and it is sometimes no a yes be mapping.
Sam, what in mountain you say?
People have sometimes a okay. It's be my man for in the hard way.
Man, why you need shut down your but mem say mate sa okay say we ma o kana o montia sambusu ebo sanity sambusu bonyin bo say ye kan wontie no da bi na obehu say ye kan na wantie na ye gya hwe o ye hwe ne beto se be mo gya ya enti no me sa na me policy de ne tie ya politics nyina akura medical asori odenyo medical yehia na ye doso say yehia ha group yi ne doso na bia ye take decision na say bia
what mean kan
sisia na onene ba o yi ne de take kura
okay yeah
take ba na me ti se ne na opesa wo kire no enti no ena nanka me gina so na me de kire say ye group of people and our politics yi kura ye amanyo semu ni yi sana meti ye kana bia opese wo ya ade bi na bia maka o se no ompre o de no a because of say bia na ye power nti no be implement ya na maja hwew consequence ne ba ho mefre me ma bi because me kan na wanti na me so mati ba bi hwew eti sana me yi de ne che se bibia ni ho de ana se obi so beto aso a ana sam so o de na akoda
no for body mo have by my busy into Monkasa.
Okay. And now bombard is why you busy.
My boss read Alex.
Just say
and Alex Casa.
But network no munya come on tino. Mo Casa makama.
You know idea any cat sir.
Me Martin Semina me de no no for coffee na me say na ni boafu a o Casa na pesa me jojo na kum kakra. E make na say Ghana mombo no yen ka say you. Mom de bia e gas de ye wo ho sisi ya na ye chen de na e wo ho no. Eno na ye ka. And eno agin so no. Unse the reality no e ka chewa say ya na obekasa. If you say you cannot correct them say amamuo no ɛwɔ hɔ no aban no baeɛ no sika ni hɔ ɛna wayɛ biribiara ma mo dollar no akɔ fam ɛna cedi no akɔ so ɛno nti ama petrol bo akɔ fam ama nneɛma binom koraa no munya ne cheap sisi ya no ɛnam santi no ɔse sɛ petrol no bɛkɔ fam bio no ɛne ɛmoma yɛmfa 1 cedi na yɛmfa services saa debt no mfiri hɔ na energy sector no nya ahoɔden mo si buo yi mo boafu na sɛ wopɛ sɛ wonya 1 cedi a ɛne ɛsɛ yɛbɛtwa wo ka nneɛma nti na ɛma ECD atima atwa Ghana waterfall light mu a ama wo nsuo ma no so ɔho enti wontimi new cake na wo nsa nya saa ne teɛ ɛyɛ simple yɛ no yɛanto aba no bio yɛde na yɛpɛ aban no asɛm sɛ ɔmmra mo a mowɔ Ghana hɔ yi mo ana moto ma deɛ in fact apart from sɛ mo binom ka sɛ aban no light nyinaa so nanse for a major part of Ghanaians are happy sɛ aban baako no kɔɛ and a positive action positive sɛ aban no a wɔwɔ hɔ no nipa bebree ni agye sɛ ɛno no kɔ na de aba no yɛ ade papa I think sɛ no na yɛ nyina yɛpɛ ba yɛnka no baabi ada sɛ saa aban wei ni yɛ 100% ne mmom ɔbɔ mmɔden biara sɛ ɔbɛyɛ deɛ ɛyɛ nyina yɛ awɛ so sɛ na Ghana no nkɔ so nti na ma na yɛ mu bebree pɛ sɛ yɛsesa aban yɛsesa ano yi Ghana ɛnsɛ ite ɔhɔ ɛno na da biara me it's not about say yɛ bebree sɛ wayɛ marvelous thing bi anaasɛ ɔyɛ miracles bi a ne mmom they are doing far better than before ɛnti no sɛ mompɛ sɛ mobɛtua wɔde no deɛ kane ano deɛ sometimes ɛbɛkɔ nti ɔmbɛfa ne means foforɔ a yɛde bɛma no agyina so na ɛno ɛbɛkyɛ nti ka one of the ebia simplest way a yɛbɛtumi de asolve in fact mo a moka aban ɛde 1 cedi to so it wasn't 1 cedi a wɔde to so ɛyɛ 1 cedi a wɔn team free so nti yɛda so ada adeɛ na wotua 17 sisi yɛtua 10 ɛtua 11 a woboafu ayo atɛ me yɛ confront yɛ hu sɛ me manage mo ho ayɛ deɛ yɛ boa mo ma manage kakra no a ɛno mo ya Ghana mo am se ko mo timi manage yɛ ɛhɔ de hosie no me yɛ president me na wɔka metua ne Ghana na ne betua nti kwan yɛ nam so a de nyɛ hɔ na mia kwan betua na meka ho asɛm nti ne ya ini wa yɛde taxi kakra bɛs ɛti na yɛde ya also ɛnyɛ me bottom sika ɛna yɛto aba ma wa yɛfa sika nka ho sɛ fa bɛbu man nti sɛ one way or the other no opatru na auto no 17 sɛ yɛ aba bɛduru 12 na sɛ yɛsi nke ɛbɛba 11 po na aba no so sɛ ɛbɛbɛndeɛ ne moma yɛmfa saa 1 cedi no ɛwɔ bɛka gyɛm sɛ meme yɛ gɔfat nti aba no ɛhu sɛ ɛmo no mopɛ free things na ɔsɛ okay ne ɛmate ma suspend ya na yesi ya kotwa ayi Ghana waterfall light ma overgoview zo ma etie ye amamuo bɔne a na ɛkɔso dada no na mmom ɛno akyi no so amamuo no sɛ Ghana fo hu sɛ nye nti ɔma asesa no na foforo aba nti de waba no ne so ne method ɔde bɛ solve problem no ogusu ti de mo se mo ne no bɛ kɔ ne brebra mo bɛ kɔ ne kakra bɛ kyɛ de mo sɛ mo pɛ sɛ mo kɔ ne ntem de a ɛna gye te mo tua bibi kakra. There is no any your friends and debt ya and yes you can eat it ya nti na nka yesika no a mo benya free petrol sector hono e na mo be pay mo be service na ma kane ano atimanya ho ne na mo nyina mo so ama ho se ene kwan sa aba ne ye na sa na o si uki mate ye free bibi listening government di mo nya listening president e na ono atie mu o atie mu ase ne yentra mo sumnum de yebedam meme namu bi because se meme e kada ho na e ka se mentue sika na e ka no mfiri ho a wo pay instead of se meda sumu no e abrochira ayete no ye lad be boarding ho sika ye tua taxes e tua nyina na enu achi ye tua light bills ano kyerɛ sɛ wantua a wonnam ɛno nti na ma biribi ɛkɔ so nti ɔwɔm sɛ ɔmo yɛ bad management yɛ mismanagement dɔɔso hɔ deɛ nanso ɛno akyi no nso no sɛ ɔmo a mismanage a ɔmo so na ɛdi man no so wobɛyɛ ne dɛn nti saa na ɛteɛ ɔfa ɛno na na mpɛ sɛ meka ho asɛm nti it is not about sɛ yɛhele aban bi kɛsekɛse bi sɛ wayɛ yesu kristo bi aba ghana ma mmom nyɛ saa na ɛteɛ na mmom deɛ ɛwɔ hɔ no so obi bɛtumi aka akyerɛ me sɛ 5 months yɛ aban wɔ yɛ adi no mismanage Ghana more than before there. Na sɛ saa deɛ a nyame na ɛda n'ase na yɛbɔ ne akyidɔm sɛ ɔmmɔmmɔden sɛ ɔbɛkɔ n'anim kama na sɛ mopɛ free things deɛ a ɛneɛ mobɛda so mu akyɛ. I'm telling you because ɛkata hɔ ka wɔ hɔ papapapa deɛ no ho asɛm na mpɛ sɛ meka ne nɛ it's not about meka sɛ me no metan aban bi ɔde anaasɛ yɛbɔ aban bi aba so sɛ wayɛ adeɛ bi a bi nsi da na ɔnyɛ saa ne teɛ na mmom wayɛ better than deɛ na ɔwɔ hɔ no and we hope sɛ ɔbɛyɛ more than that. That is it. Nti ɔfa saa ne teɛ.
Okay, deɛ bi me nso mɛka kyerɛ wo nie menyi ne sɛ asɛm no wate ne nyinaa ase yie yɛwɔ ɔman baako pɛ frɛ no Republic of Ghana yɛ a woka ho meka ho yɛwɔ aban no business ɔbɛhwɛ ama Ghanafoɔ no nyinaa yɛbɛdi yie a protect yɛ yɛ President Mahama ka ho ministers nyinaa ka ho sɛ ɛka bi aba nka yɛ nyinaa na etua wo so far awoka sɛ wɔn kyerɛ me sɛ aban no etua bi that's number 1 na kyerɛ sɛ kwase ebuo bi wɔ baabi 2 deɛ wɔn nso wansan kan so ne sɛ yɛfiri aka no ɛyɛ dɛn ne baayɛ mímí hwehwɛ mu bi kyerɛ sɛ Mahama mmerɛ sansan na ofiri akonnwa so 2016 no wa sign energy agreements bi your friend of pick and pay ya e buy excess electricity capacity excess you know wo betua ka wo use o wo use o na say enu say the kami say the make say e waste sa aka ni nyina ye busu etua from Muhammad time first time nyina no na e doso na se wo ye aban papa dia wo transfer hwem say ah ya na no ye oman a ye ni sika emusia na aso so yasra it why sign such an agreement ebema excess capacity a we use electricity one use wo betuaka a can be no one angle will be free eba no Bahama no inside bebrebe enya nho awo akufa no so be inside the same pick and pay agreement ni bi enti na me ma sem me kan say da bi ase for the past 33 years since then aye MPP ni NDC wo mu be 16 years and I say Omani and yes that is the truth what mu be MPP and NDC mo anya omuna buga na MPP and NDC wo so ka say one ka me kan bu ba dia da be before say be a wunim odi me na me bo
over wo no wo te Ghana ho na onim ho asem kama hwe o ka sa ha na metio o se samija mfidi 10,000 komo bi enye nokore enu se intro na wodi o ka bibi me wira fi asem ba kwa o kan ya which is not true take up agreement na o ka no company aban no na yes across no to ho say ye tua ayinu machine no ka na ye tua wi na ya be ye ndie na mum say ya ye sign ye pese ye twa contract no mkra no a there is amount we have to pay. And no MPP for to take up agreement among am fine no say word cap man hwe de wom take up be na wo say you use e betua na ye koto e besi ho say na ye
emfo ye hia me say adenti na e ka da ho na Ghana fo nyina na etuaka na government officers wo mu tua bi wo mo cause the use electricity kase o wo mo fi e no si be
da bia o ka sa asem na me no ya agene me se ho no
me just aye kwase abuo aso wo kasa wo ka bi da
no of I said da bia o ka me ba ha onto o ka me ba ha me ka se sa asem no de me kra me ye abaya nka per diem ni na se for incentive for the man money
aye waste esi e twa ni nyina mu
but no sa na money nyina no eno no nyina no it is not today a starting yet enti no
me obi kasa da bi anya ba ye nyina na etua me am open new page
untimi nyi free ho one day sir because more consultation over so asem na wo ka no untimi nyi nyina free ho sir because be breni ye constitutional right na zankofo no enti This is a bino transit. Na all year ne reset in some me way. No, nano me ma ayiba ko say instant be say is he a buy say MMC for no day. Obitwi almost any money. Even in a campaign platform, President Mahama can say Oba executive powers or one or the big executive in wa would be to say as grace will be training them. This is the Beko Parliament. By executive, then the Enco Parliament. You know what's how to mean or the big training them. Ain't your no ministers no war honor. May friend acquire say, will be any who be man as gracia because or Kaya and over power. Because I know they also in here Parliament. In here any approval be or no one was how to mean. Name parliamentarians no more on the woman the money money. I just saw the Parliament no more approve. So there are some certain things here. And yes, say, oh, by ya, when any soldier by you, your 2 about a mouth, into just would dim ranunga. A walk a mouth, quite mouth standing, so you can't come and would use my abolition be the other because having a mouth, quite mouth.
As American say, you what can constitution say? Constitution needs to say, as a sub by which a man of mine or me, maybe come on. Ye did yet or mine more. I buy a timmy at Chelsea. I approve ya discard your talk cast among members of parliament. Abamu Yansa. And I approve it. And
I know any constitution, Numbiana, and no one can constitution. No, and no
constitution. I just said to you, Mamma Nimsi, why, Wokasanam, you have me. I don't know about me or flow until the Waba movie visa question can go. I don't know buy Uncle Jibusi and one talk buses, me trade, and my young team and follow. Anybody from their comment, I mean, is it fair?
Yeah, Mr. Chum, can I ask Biniwa a question?
And also, yeah, and also,
Biniwa,
as I said, why you be to marry. Well, you know, I can say, and near my pennies are buying, and are buying big crash over here, sky.
They should sell all the vehicles, sell them.
Biniwa.
Question and a commentary.
It's a question. Biniwa. I agree with you that some of them are constitutional requirements, but most of them are not constitutional requirements, especially the number of cars the government needs to run the day-to-day affairs, the people the government needs to run day-to-day affairs. They are all subjective decisions the government of the day will take. So if they are cost conscious, from the time they give them appointment letters, that is where they can start streamlining some of these costs. For instance, Sami Jemfi's appointment has got elements of, providing gardening, providing gardener, providing cook. If the government is really...
Abby. Me.
Hold on.
Constitutional right.
It's not a constitutional right. It is administrative perks.
And now when a master medium figure
he's not the only one. All of them in CEOs and everything. Hold on, CEOs and everything are giving all this rubbish.
That means a constitutional right.
No. That those ones were determined by the Wages and Salaries Commission. That one, the government has authority to review those things, and those things can be reviewed at the point of issuing them the appointment. But because remember themselves are
one portrait photos so I the mobile office before
but I don't want to argue. I don't want to argue on that.
One thing. Ministers of war grounds no more 126. They say 56 pay. And they're cutting down the elephant size of ministers. And you know, so government, if you are telling me, say, onim the oil, and now onim baby will wait to start something from.
Biniwa, Meanwhile, the portrait thing is not correct. Anytime I will go to Ghana, I'll go to an office. Live, I'll take a picture and send it to you. About Mama's portrait. It is something they do.
I question back when I put the 4 hours. I'm on kind of question. Very then, but I must have been a question back when I'm going to. And no, I'm a bit more man. I didn't have a question back when I'm fine. Sister Blewa, Pacho, who can now say, Bibi, per diem, nedia, a constitutional right and a constitution. Pacho, so catch yourself, President Mahama. Say on your baby tra bibi ama executive na hold you with me am pacho article 71 our constitution na say no Mahama right and article 71 na and the Mahama also to me at my pacho my new question tell be ya bet me question at na we are no actually achieve article 71 no pacho our constitution na say no NDC manifesto pacho you are no my why.
Mama will go to NDC manifesto or say Sonoba as a president. All the executives under or none any command and say MMC for almost or no nothing. To me cut it down that I say and until the ministry to me cut it. You know, say
Article 71.
Ministry the constitution president or question be minister 200 cry. On not being and on not supposed to when say
no power. President
and you know article 71 as article 71 oh my enemy among of who can constitution assembly the constitution assembly person can constitution assembly person can be a who can say a microphone me person me say constitution now say no nti among 40 me per diem because and no constitution no say executive now determine a parliament and a determine executive for no pay ex gratia and your president Mahama and a determine ministers no ex gratia and you say I say me constitution ni mo be pa ocho wo de onya NDC constitution na no we ya chere question na me busa me about constitution na o kan ho asem no and I make sure article 71 or constitution pay yes gratia no and petare article 71 no ho you can tell me Mahama wo kwan say obetimi aya
listen to me very careful Kwabra
please
tie o tie na say o de ajije me hey he own words or no one kind or so no me to do that it ba no executive or motion at or no on for monty article 3000 say untua no so untua no your nasem and as the bible mo me nimba bi e wo na onim but President Mahama say or no the president no or more or more as gracia or ye under on the command no tua obitwam so obitwam no here president or here also in parliament
period na auto onti ase no o ho kwan se obitwam so bitwa de yo constitution mu a o ho kwan se period na so ompe no we hear consultation fi obia because tama o ka che se o kwa kutwa is gracia mu no wa kwa consultation and ka che se o use the same thing no panye ne o dey no o kwa jum atomo no
thank you presidential advisor you
listen
to me very careful say Kwabra Satama na ko kwa do fly we now to handle the
that is what we need in the country
see na me tira asem mu say president no say enema ono no pese oye den o yi free ho betima yi free ho na me kire na mom se nka me kra na me president nka me twitwa pedi emu nyina e na me tse enema no binum wo hwa enye ni na no sorry ya no osi motwam sa na me kan yo sa asem na me kan wa anye bia na otimi twam sa na mu wa for instance na me seti one instant ya o kase sa na ma no de ono no what that power to do that it is our power to do per diem so na den Kwabra so ya Ghana president also friend ka kire na friend as John so wa sorry ba Sorry, my we already did you know. My call already did you now in that table. How I got them. Why? You know, or no, it is not about say a president no unya be dear kunyano. O pese Ghana for whom Tom no wash as you draw mocha. No wash your Dabi says he could be back cronum and son of the beer to Bika. Etino, Sabano say, yenye provision be say, ye bet to me 1 euro, 1 CD beer because of ye numa paya yentiamana be munyane freer, Monfa moa, Munyana qua, Monfancha qua. Na Munyana moti where ye did that. Ave ye bet your light. ECG be chance no light no munyansu so that is how it is. Is it can and
I'm just that is not fair. And your ministers in the use the most few
and your fair and pressure and your fair. No mum
was suspended is 1 city because
I know something my other child can ya. Maybe can you ever come to no.
I've got power. I've got water.
Coffee, Alex. Yes. Coffee, Alex. This is one one and monitor there is say.
And anything I ever come to no because now I'm mono say as a so
prince and answer Sam.
Sam.
Yeah, Sam. Alex, I cannot say we are Mama Fan to Yadia. Nippon be no posting part prince. A bear agreed to know the point this year. The point this year, no be short to us because we jaw go the whole day.
That's right. I know they're not great. Sir, make Casanana Obia baby's a question.
Yeah, sorry, just say, Bralex.
I could tell you that's it.
Bralex.
Yeah, yes, I'll meet you.
Yeah, no, sorry, Okasana Nimiti, but my business by, and I just say sorry about that. Say, Bralex, you're about 2 minutes, I guess, in the wrap here. Oh, yeah. Of a cabana, so what bunny so bit me some more because my tight Kakrana Fay. Bralex, we are a bit me afraid. It just say if you are ambassador for Christ, now fe what shall see free, I think say I'll be on one side the whole run through. Sorting count for it has to be brave. It has to be brave, Bralex. Anyway, it just say something can well you too only sorry about that. No, is in I mean
No problem. Yes, we have for those who are in that's so in operation. I said, Ghana community, I'm set. I quite busy panic on the have a Tassini answer for. Now, Alex, in year 70 in Anna, over to me, I say we am. So, because will be yam. You obey a mistake. And I say, this will have no vision in fact, no, that you pick the other ones too. As Gracia say, Bakwa okay, I check a cry. As Gracia, now I buy a free sheet. So as Gracia, now this present government, the Bitria. I buy if you know, 2024 for no. Parliamentary nominee take second to one for as Gracia, this present government in a Bitria. So also no so if free so the incoming government no Bitria because we will be official almost set up committee. The last time almost set up committee almost journalists go in this present administration in a Bitria. So see I know there some person on way person we are one person now Andrew say now maybe I will not do the whole point because of the best program in Nigeria. Now, mobile query crown, we did the PM1. A year, President Mahama never organized a boxing tournament and boxing bout to be. And there was an argument. One force she said, we are on a way home rim plan. You never be the Omunchi mobile. But in ceremony, a bit tough, some more, a bit tough, some more. And then we saw benchmarking a crime of found on. Let's have it true. no proper say we are seeing na see the obi depending the obi depending omo won nche na yire nom ne namfo ne mbanom no ebi mpo na yes omo fa ban musika the fact say penny president ni di no kra da so no kra eno kra ye incentive enough na pan Africa dey na say kra uko Equatorial Guinea president na busiafo omo ye richer than the whole country. Uko Angola the same thing. So many African countries. Gabon, Bongo, the ban na busiafo omo ye richer uko out to say abject poverty pa amanfo no fam no omo mfam bi oya no ne o man ne mu ne ma ye turi nyina ne ekọ mo nchen. That tendency is still there. If you over America hampa anu mampani eyi ni free so Joe Biden ne ba o na edina to board bi so wo Ukraine won ko petroleum na gas ho nimdie bia eso boso mesu a sika ye funnel fa abranti eba na account bulu obi be bisa say omo de ne kokko to kra ne papa ekoya no omo no opaden no oso say Trump ba bia na abememi adani e bia so bisa me ho say nti Joe Biden epela na oto no we hu say na wo ba no da board bi so Ukraine ye di sika femba e man fo dudu na adwe ni say no sa board no ye dey branch and to so e sika e dey fa branch no so ne ba ne papa wona ne papa so dey ye ne politics na ne bisa eno wo ho ekrum ha ikofu bebre on papa no edin wo soro a they use it to amass wealth for themselves. Papa dia wotisi and otisi say one akwa be companies Bitcoin no ne mane ade a or deep benefiting from the presidency. The things that they do. But who be a democracy na ye well deep in that. Ye wo eniama wo hono mo a ye dey atoto kwamu e dey check all those things, all those conflict of interest. So it would down when you bag police in Yana. To would down when you bagana here. Young funnel on penny, I would be company farming coma. A brave you too no. Me who baby and I need them be a see one cran. But when you come pay, Ucrofo, Honor two, we see 2 guest house, negotiate put on a 2 guest house or Yamako Democrat. So, when who need them be a one cran, that big one penny be to say a champion. The 2 no actually won to men who them be a one cran, let's say, one penny a champion, none need any. Penny Mills, the same thing. The time on one didn't see Captoy, I was Sprinters Road, Damn Popo Trevi, and no one was here. Also, no pretty from Castle, would be a weir. No more can hear me, some. President Rollins, every 19 years. Switchback Road, no, say, Ridge, J, a colonial bongos to be the boss one. Naija ohona na yire no na ebusia 40 ono so ti Gonda Barracks echirimbo ansana okosi dan bi wam sajirenga no ana so hobabi in 19 years yembisa say these modern politicians, what are they doing? They use the office to amass wealth for themselves. So then your company before bedi adi atutu obedi adia no raise in the war ono ani fear what timi war epo residential ho down ho baby oko for say oko moto run about on o raise war ne tin no say no Ghana for say no you cannot do that casino o pa betna ho efe de yamfan bo sie okurani bi fama bi e ba betua saa wɔ ne ka farmer bi tua wɔ ne ka yɛn ho baabi ɔde receipt ne ɛto yɛ na membu no bɛkɔ awieɛ no mampanin nkofoɔ ne baabi ɔde ɔfrɛ ne chief saa bere chief yɛ obi a ho chief for the past 8 years ne nyinaa o ɛbɛkɔ awie ne chief no had enough money to me raise a consortium mo mo kɔkɔtɔ African Regent Hotel friend hotel di wawa no me ne kɔfa nkyinu ahye bebree ba Ghana. I was there, I saw it myself. And my journalist ni bi kura kɔkɔ akɔtwa saa hotel no kɔkɔ akɔtwa ne picture and the police for ne soja for ɔmo wɛn mampanin kɔfɔ no kyɛ na ɛyɛ ne nyɛdoa me ne so kɔyɛ nsɛm bebree nti yɛn ayɛ kwasi prat ya na ɔsi so obi akɔtwa picture na so ɔmo ɛkyɛ no ɛyɛ ne nyanya de do wɔn abɛkɔ efe no ɔyɛ one man demonstration bi on 9337 ɔpɛ bia no kojina railway crossing bi wɔ saa hotel na no goja no trap picture. I was there myself, I saw it. Onipa ba ko metumi abɔ na ba so pa na mampanin kofo nua adokofo ansa na wɔbɛba bɛm ɔno atumi abɔ no hombɔde akɔkɔ school a ɔno awɔ ne clinic the hospital right ansa kwa na ɔba bɛm ni maintain ne mpani sɛm baabia da so that man to say disgrace himself in terms of monetary wise maintain so na me channel Osanso Beye, the best defense minister, man for opposition, we move the MPP and NDC for Yinano, Omobona Basso. Come on, every channel. And I'm moving commoners.
Yes, you forgot Nima Boy.
Who is that?
Nima Boy.
Who's Nima Boy?
Akufado.
Some Yamba ho, with the Friswana, with the Friswana. Oh. Ena modi nkomo no so Ibrahim Mahama kura ndi din bepie mu say Ibrahim Mahama no ya doye na den listen Ibrahim Mahama esi dan chem na no ope na eji akwhye nachi ewo kwayem Ibrahim Mahama oye well to do dada oye very well to do oye na doye dada so na the man eniema yina to da bia na manfo ebo nachi ni say me no a ka me nua bedi president no me yi me ho kura afi no mu na my business but at the point we say it got to a point that all the no ho hihye aman no mu dodo ina mai kwan meda no ho hwe sa machines no Ghana machines no de ye adwuma yi a ai ho ko ba asem say what you do no machines ne Ghana for there no see o ono wo personnel a mo ni madwuma no ye inti ya the machines na ma no ena wode ti wodonum ne yato diesel aka no ho inti wote tu bia o sanso aso machines no ade asisi ayizo wa ne ashama no ode kwa akọbọ adwuma o na Ghana for hu say no sadi we there kentimi te say ya fo mako na wo no way you can push that you
It's no line in you. Line, I'm saying, baby,
yeah, just say, and so can be. Okay, I think say just say article.
Sam, one I do so.
Ambassador for Christ. So bet me I can say. Ambassador for Christ, be on TNK. The on TNK, they are not things officially of Akwabna Yaman Bama so. Of Akwabna.
I didn't get you, Sam, Nampacho, Bibiaboko, dear.
Yes, I don't boko until what by the walk as if we are not a war was not here from beginning. That is started with Prince, yeah.
ɛno ade mama ne me hunu ye me ame de awerɛfoɔ na ɛkɔda ɔmo so ɔmo ma me nkasa bi na me si yobo agya mo aban na aba mo se mo ma me nkasa bi a me ni asɛm bi a me nya mamɔ
And
na
I
me
know
nkɔpɛ
sometimes you
baabi
take
na
it
na
on the chin.
yeah me nkɔpɛ baabi nsɛm go ma sɛ me yɛ den a ɔmo ma me nka bi wo so ha prince de sei wo so ha ɔbene wa de sei ɛna me si yo we yɛ dɔ ho yɛ nyi akyi yɛ do de ma me nkɔ
Yeah, sometimes
na
I'm
me
not sure
me
who
me
has the
nkɔ akyi na me
powers.
nkɔ pem mmra because ebi a na ene pa me krada pa no maso mi musi bebi a mefa bi a mo de me a enye hwe eja
Also, for them,
no
I told
manya
my mom and Pama Nusi, I mean, why?
no na Ibrahim Mahama ya well to do na no throw fake check my any so what so na wi ama beto am de so
Oh, yeah, Mrs. Sadia and a course, no. Sane, dead checks in a cocoa gapu and a Ghana customs and say, yes, and I never a man penny. Can't mean, Sisa. Rico Bakusha, make a man of Canada, Japan. That's what talk about no way in America. Or yet the business, sɛ papa we pa or yɛ kata sese ana bibi saa anka de we na osi tete opposition no ɔmo ba ɔmo de gina akɔ akɔ ho besi ndɛ no mehu baabi asa abrante we ɔde ade we ba no wantuaka ana sɛ mehu bi saa but Ibrahim Mahama we had all this experience some checks are ɔtɔtɔ ya declare certain goods bi ɔde kɔ yɛ n'adwuma no checks ni nyinaa ɛba nso yɛ twene no ntua until say ni nuani fee so ansana no akɔpɛ business so we dey arbitration and say ɔkɔ na reconciliation no mo twetwa ya obi ni so na anyone so ka say Ibrahim Mahama ɔyɛ adɔyɛ no de ɛnde obi ehu nka ɔyɛ bibi de ana manfo ka enso mene ne yɛ adwen aminim ɛkwan ya mofa so ɛsɛnde sika kɔ Ghana ɛwɔ Spain there. But se me kohwe wa accounts no pa berewa inipa wa send sika koma omo no e chen wa twe hunwi the difference ne say wo de no wo precise nti e Ghana ni bi especially ya na e wo diaspora ha wo kohwe me Western Union accounts mu to de be me send sika mo bi a ye bia me put 3 pages sika me dia send sika me be kro ma be pe no almost 40% for Ghana. In people in Yamabushapur, we do it. We do it. The difference is that we don't publicize. It is Ibrahim Mahama. Who and he had the business of between one and more. That is his business. And also in Chester, say, "Oh, ye bibi." Otu na mo bi na say any Ghana for the any nko yi a na Chester mo bi nka. O ni ameche no. Yeah, na sa dia ni nua na ekɔ baabi na ɔde ni player besi hɔ ɔsi oyɛ bɛ fuele no na wɔn afɔ no ɛyɛ wrong you don't do that ɛto da bi a ɛti na ɛfɛ bibi a conflict of interest nyɛ sɛ bi wakɔbɔ kɔ no na mmom nipa no bɛn wo dodo ɛni nti na sɛ judges kura edi asɛm na sɛ nipa no yɛde na bɛgyina hɔ no judge bi hu sɛ no nipa wɔ ofiri mi kuro ma na ɔyɛ megusuani a no wa sorry said the beya watching will be in Cocase. It be a wotimi nti na ekoba ne sa. Is me wa no e be na ko be ya wa de dada. Abrante e be a ono Mahama be e be ono atumi ye ne boxing bi bia dada. Ensu ni ti mampani di na abebata ho no nti no. Wo eti na abebata ho no nti no. E ya na e wo se de eno so ho nsem taate. So tie nyina ye ya doye Ibrahim o ya doye na mo mene no aka matwe no ho afi amammuo no ho kura ta ambam betia me ya mine bi so ango ka menua a wo ye mampani no na me di twa to no mampani na mu mampani no ebra ye to abawie no no nje ndi se ko besan so ababio 2017 no free said he was done with the political career. So now no say you hanu wabra no a vice president and Kofi Antwata the president no we are not automatically no obey president fine obey president ne papa mu a kedan ya no watimi no efi a no watimi no ana ne se wutu no ka kwotena ada sosu abankasie mu se himfo ko ka kwotena Mr. Mahama wanyene sa Mr. Mahama tena sa vice president for no if you want no tena vice president for if you want for the rest of 4 years no a odi ayini na papa kwasi Mr. Ata ono so no te Bank of Ghana for bonglo the president went film no so aba be shewo nso so tena bungalow no musa kopimbra ade no kwa na wiye nti omu wiye ya omu kofie no Mahama na yi no say ne part of the ex gracia no sa mampani vice president fie no watimi no ka wo mfa no enka no ye nyina na yete ya wo Ghana ha yete na ne so koje koka o say our constitution is a basic man. You can need a basic man on there. A young fat and no more man. No, you're tricking a senator on one farmer. You knew he was that. So, it's all of a sudden, in the baby much never yesika, all of a sudden, I near more Muyana yet, near Makasaka. It is all by a banwa. I mean, Obia didn't never. Say ya for me ko na motiti ton he bisumi wan bi ko pa na ntisa bi ko na wu man pa wo ye ne maye e ma amanfo no so eti so aba papa na se ya to aba so mo obi na so wo ye ne ma papa e na nkire se ya pepa ne mpapo aho Ghana for no bi almost standard ye high e higher pa the fact is Kufuado adena ya dey akoto 10 the upper level here 10 grade 10 this is went to me kura no obi 8 and 7 Kufuado dey aba from dey aba beto 0 into dey aba to 0 no so we be balance on no pejane dey call one don't expect me say me was any pan the no so no ebi mo se kire say ada na dey aba one no na mo na baso ni yam na baso say e kura yetimi na pipe nim ena yesu ya na wo be kwanto na aka chense wo de pipe bebem so okay na yetuma wo yetuma ya nto ama wo kwa yato ama ma otumi asanso ama osika ama ogudi ama otumi bibia asefa boye nti so china wo de pipe ne bre ne a ena me say obi a wo be yi no one my pipe ni nti no we e de nti e say ye kopo abaso nti you move beyond because your standard is higher. So the standard is higher. But we are papa so me maka. I say but one me no come more actually you may be some agents yo some agent fee people na baso pa so no abante we apart from say I say youth exuberance kakra wo mu no or your access to mother Ghana I can say it. So, it's me come over here, baby, no. Ghana for higher standard, if I want to say that. It is a good one, say, who, Papa, no. Not born in a banner, Canada. Nobody should be. Say, obey a peep. Oh, let me tell you. Bye bye.
I just any my mentor from baby patron every na me friends. Let me say patron there na you know boy you know bia baso president for name mo ye ni nsomoni ombedi you know we no ma Kufuado say the beto 0 no kre you say we are mu obi a ompa wasem no osa wasa no wachia ne pa enti na Kufuado de bi obechia ne pa e dia say de bi oka kire say Mahama eko di president wiye no okase o media konwa ni biem na minim se bia na ni spokesperson no that time and I say na na ye ni PR no ni di nkomo that time no e che ne niam adwen wo ni tirim eni ni tirim nyina na I don't know about that e ho no de bi ota aka sa asem no pa ba
No. Coach me well.
Oh, me pacho. What can say? You say I'm kasana so be idea. Asem how can say papa ne ko no nye na dwen so obebe biem. Ana me bisa so nye na dwen so obebe biem. Say obi uko obi adwen mu a. That's only nipa ne nam. Oni ne ko nakra na so betimi ak obi adwen mu.
Also no fees say. Kase obi fees on kase man no
ye. Pam cho eno the same thing na mo ya mama man kasa. Obi ye kasa na me wa ha me so ka metimi akasa bi. Pam cho why? Mesre mo. You say more buying na aba. Mo na more power. Na me catch you say I have power to meet you. So who have me about me? I don't want to use Muhammad any be teaching microphone. I don't want to do that. Enti patcho, respect yourself. Na me so me nya kwanya so nkyere madwen. And some abe kan na me no nya adwen ba me nya so de tie. Mesre mo. Why? O say President Mama, enye na nkwa no waka several times. So Mama no akwata na ba bia udi ne kwe. Na onye na adwen so ba bia. O kan de bia say because of a coup for do ntikura na oba back. The time me chire patron say mo efie na ekomo nka bi manya no kreda. Ye to abani wie no Aloto Jacob at that time no ye a central region chairman Aloto Jacob. See ye to abani wie ni ade nyina mo hwe aro an nyina no mu ni obia obetibi abedi ade no mo ono ene chairman for mako be de hotel o say 10 regions ni nyina that time no 10 regions o mu nyina eko President Mama fi say this o mu ni obia onu ane omani da so a omani beba nzo be ka che me kwabna ha say na onye na adwen so obeba na oye ni pia ana aseta no ani wadi nkomo say o ma bi mu a na system na de bia na wo ka system no do bia o de to America ha say die no ho say Trump no wai say na Trump wai say no so Joe Biden amamuo enti na de Trump ba ya na say na Trump no ye to aba wi ya no so obeba ba kana enti sa osa akufo ado asa pacho asa chia sa trend kakra o musa wo mpena asem die ba osa satene akufo ado ye de ma ti akunja so 8 years no Ghana no wa mo me se covid ba na edwo mahama na oti akodwa so ke bia nke nyina akwebe yare ni be kan wa ha me yewu ye ni me esi ye tama kola ba na ye ni me esi ye ti e besrew so of a chumu so ka say MPP for ba on be say take or pay contract o man say take or pay contract baby ya o baby ya so for chum we the Ghana o ben Ghana the take or pay contract ko a MPP for ba o mesan ye no the company no wa we dey yadom na ebo mo dey ana fabra o mba ye no o mo sign company obi ko a was sign 33 take or pay ko a 33 companies only o mo sign 33 na wuyi bi afi ho no na so sign bibia ba be ka ho o fa chum enya no krese ndisi fo edi o mo se mo ne ya fa ka kire ndisi fo se o mo di nsamone na ade na omo ye na hutuntuanso ene Ghana for ebra ye de 4 cedis ekoto gallon of petrol on beto so no mun kan sa mun titi obi edi na tie din no edi na ewe ndisi for MPP for di bone ade bia mo kan mo fa bone ne ma wo mu ndisi for so di bone a mo fa mo bone e ma wo mu ma mo kwaka so we di e mo nyina ye se de bi o mo nyina anye sa ndisi for no mo ma ye se o mo ba wu bekum no omo wiye na omo sa kunya ka ho omo ba ti se obonefo no sa na omo ba na me se akoyi ade bia na mekana sa na de bia mekana se ma na efe ne se a obini wa se mempenasem enye se mempenasem obi oye nya atwum bia na mempena guru di bible kura ka cho so be enyu ayenyu obe ye hyenso ayehe na muturo mudwo nipo ye muturo mudwo no oni ne dele a ana hwade okuja to abrakwa akoye a saso moboye ananu ye na Nokia 3310 ote ho hwe ne soro sede wanya play o hwe soro no etia be close American embassy ama kiosk awakọ so wa ha ene obi de ne passport kura ko be years 6 weeks ni ade ni keke per visa de akwa run per hade ade wakọ se send this for full soldiers we abegu embassy ho ene o mo ko so kiosk ho amamu obeni pentimamento amamu obeni natama na kufu adoti wona yese wodi Ghana na bazero no na do niema ko ho no mo dada kura na ni o problem na ofre kura yemfa bibia bebi ayemfa ni akwati sa baza wala afoyi adamoni fo ya ba begu ho e cause problem wa why reset ni reset na Ghana for sala e koto ye no ene ni si amani hu na wa yi obi ti basement e na control jo mahama e wo Ghana kurum hodom ni obeka na otie di adwuma wo si akache ne so obi ti baabi ye ne bi di ye mfa adwen ento za mpa ye mra me asem na ye ka akwa we ka se nukure be ne wom ekwan be ne be fa so aye sai ne ma we ama asomdwe ni ade aba osini pe o nyina ma yi o ma de obi anko tena fi mato embassy nim na embassy ne papa dia ana si edun ka tiona embassy ne wo event say Washington no ne dia ba obenya shoe size for no no ma be born about so wa ayi samia ya ade na yete akwantufo ha yi na se obi di nsemoni na obi di na ade na ye man fine fine de mo obi a ye fine obi wo platform so fine obi a na eje na benya emotional party for ma bapa wase ya yeku onye be hu okura na ye hwe so o ase ye hwe wa ho akea ohwene na ase e left too much ni ya cho de o ye hwe ase o de ohwene na cut right too much ye do say what kind of life is this Ghana na research le nuni o ko kan o say obi de call 1 ti yen ko ka che kufu ade fa kufu adon koto 0 edida jo mahama kra ye 3 a te o dia na be face o ye 0 e say o na be hu ni say na me busa princess say tam akobe ye nya ti America krum ha say wo anti bia na de ku state a wo no covid ne bae no ukọ Walmart a ene ma na ye turn that time $10 no they say ko 5 and I got 3 and I got Sam's Club ene ma na akoto no prices na ba form is all your businessman na wuti ha udi dwa ko Ghana egi ana ato ne ma de ko Ghana koton a na kufu adom na ko be de buy na de a koto no ha na ato no $9 no and I got 17 cedis a ukọ a esa so de wo yemu ye na wuni ma mamu papa nti no o de ukọ a o papa koto ama the whole old price na now turn no that time ni no ni abo en sama ma say hwia because kufu ado a and I hear to bomb ewo Iran and Israel no president mama be gino ha be catch say wa catch the ministers no say omonya alert ewo me ekoso wa no ke so FI ho ben yes the Russian Ukraine war FI ho a then and the Iran and Israel ntokwa e be FI ho mahunya atwumni nkura se mamu na moto na moto ayampia na yetumo fo say nema na mo ka no enya na mo se kwabna defend no and so ba be catch say Iran na ade no so bi no ehun susu aso na nkwan mu ba nje ba ye mo yense mama hama so waye
Mr. Speaker, can I ask you a question, Mr. Speaker?
Do you have question for everybody? And
yes, I have a question for you.
You have to hold the program so you can ask more questions.
No, you.
What question do you have?
Cobra, look. So
is it a question or a statement?
It's a question, yes. It's a question.
Okay. Because you don't know the difference between a question and a statement. That's what I'm asking you.
Oh, so you want me to immediately I started gwa. Let me give you the back. I'm not making commentary. Cobra, so are you telling us that your MPP party, managed Ghana well and Ghanaians are not accepting it? Is that what you are defending here? That's one question.
But that was a good question. Odiaba. Say, thank you very much. Sibia Ghana, it is a Britain, Krona now, Timuna, so and a prime minister for the year Juma said, Mudi Jumana. Kibia Kasana COVID in the band, the Bedu baby, Mahama Biduno, near prime minister for bed 30. Ghana na because that time when I COVID in the buyer, we are food in a near theatre, we are saying, no, be a face, the person in charge, and they're responsible for them and a cost. You more prime ministers, said them, Homunia be 2 million prime ministers. No, they said them no more managing the well. Come on, ministers, a prime ministers, no, sir. Said we are baby, acquire. Obia, your president, we are see baby, yes, be a detector, not check Kunaswa. As so far, election, why? And then I say, yes, and then when the people say, maybe BBC, and BBC, and the man BB, BB. Now, the Busa Jose, tell me who for the number, someone I control a man. Confirm figures feature, tell my who for the media could be at 2017, any idea could be a progress and echo, near cut down, near cut top. And then they see me decline. Okwana graph, graph, any idea, Ufadia. So they may be to me cost run above. No, but what was the cost? And then I must have a graph, a decline. What was our question? I said, control and one financial person? Have you asked that question? Is that you're exceptional? I think about it, and I kukuru no. Nanka wako a book printing press. No wako printed dollar ni bisa no chicha. No chema Ghana for money na mufa bintu kwa muko didi. Why? Now
but he printed money. That 60.7 billion the Bank of Ghana made was the one of the money they printed.
My imagine say me wo power me wasem. But opposition so dream me could be kumua and so me awasem. Yenya mine mamo and NDC for yenya mine mamo. Me and Kebi. Moka we don't have
NDC. So don't add me to NDC.
But they say Suji for no. Una yo mo captain. What the Suji any the sycophants no. Because you say that word na mu use no that na me nyi bi fimu. Papa bi or me use or papa ni wadwane ko be dwane de bia o nyina hoda because and some na no kari nya o reply ni nyina ma koma ko de afa kona be na na de amade bi no ahyehyehye ni botum no de akoto.
So when you mention the Stooges and sycophants, you include me.
Now you are not part. You are not part. You are not. If you are supporting them, you are not part. I remember him for one. Open them the chairman. I just went in the press in your mom makana.
I don't try to be the only.
And then my man for better social media. But catch President Mahama said. President Mahama they no need time for that. Say young Jamra so be cassette you be a. Ye be kwa kwachino. Oh really? And then you man who say nyansa no. See a cassette you be a yechino. A football ni a person a mode call to say president who did not tell me normal. Na moko e na fo say e den na esi ana pray achim for the betimi edi o matem abole ban boy for the udi o matem enye yi because omo the exception anya sa enne ko hwe wo hwe nsema twini Jonas te wo no ka kire president mama kra wo ye Ghana ni ana hora ho wo ye Ghana ni
that was what your lawyer your Reno whatever lawyer said advise people. Isan Kuma, that was what he said, that you can insult president anyhow.
The Stoogie captain or officer one, yes, sir. Been one on bed yet, and say, why only every angry be a bit dependent. You understand? And you know, anyway, never Magana or President Mama, they be a bomb by Yamano. It ran Israel and Tokoya, Abaya to bomb Bonia dia, ye name. Empire said, because a kitten, a countentia, na count. Tanya manu kwaya dia obefese obom pa yese Ghana ense na biba be count in a way.
Ghanaians, we are happy that it's not NPP. Otherwise our city will be destroyed.
And me makatro say me nyansa mu ne me di politics e chibesi e ne nyina no. Me makatro say dollar no eye konko kan konko no fa ba ko ne wanu mawie no ko bunsu ne fa ansa shem What's no pa? Never catch away no. What game? And I only $10 and I mean, you buy them kind of tap saying, nay, saying, nay, $1.20 and then $1.25. It's a back one can get baby steps. That group I sorry back open. Now that Mahama buy no $1 the 14 in the 15 there on Ecuador 80 to 1 day. You that day no. If you 14 oh, yeah, that's what back open the co cities. And he said, "Name away your money gimmick." Said the baby, Stooges and sycophants and any idea of BBS and then we have any no. Hey, and this year, Mamu. Meaning, say, if you have this year, Mamu Penna, Petro Tim short to organic, is Papa J. Abreso. Uja for the or you 2 times. And you know, when you are Mamu, just all your quada, friend, I won't know one who say, yes, here be the NDC and PP Aba, and I okay can be keke. And this year, Mamu. Woma baya ayi beka say elephant size of government. Elephant size of government no. No go busa say budget is saying and I know me manage elephant size no. No busa wo say ayi tingelenge ayi government sika saying no me manage on. And I say power elephant size. And now if it's 56 ministers now can now ko tem sika puduo edobo o mo prices ne o mo a compensation here there no maybe a way to manage this and I won't say I could for the 300 and something million and I let Jubilee House for at the programs now before 2.7 billion the call no be catching them say elephant size because a new wife by can Yakofa your friend is a mommy me crash oh me kura the same po. Eja boy di bo me ukuro mu me yiri ohima yi. Yakofa ohima de naba. Kama ya bona pada. Jeja yen kana sem jo mahama na abenti yen kana sem. What is 7 billion kura kwa yen kan. Okodi wie. Na okọ. Na okofa 5 point something na Akufo-Addo di ja na de koto 1% a. No be catch as president obeba no onsam pejan koto be bi so nya atwumti. Akufo-Addo be ko na musini ko so nko sign gay for pay. Gay ade ani ono ane minister ye ohwe. Sam George ekotena Akufo-Addo kon ho so nko sign bill. Na ne wofa asi ye gay. Enti onko sign bill na ne wofa asi ye gay ti onko sign. Anya maban na aba. 100 and something MPs. You don't need anything. Said omukoda na adwokura mutimi ye be ni wie de ba no. E na sim kwan. E na asawofo ni gay fo asofo yi omo ti Ghana ye ti omo ti ye ko hu. Ada be ni hobiem. Ada gay ni to atwa. LGBT ni atwam. Mo mpe no kure. Na nka bomb yi ba ko e be to Thomas wa mamia na ye tuku Iran fo yi ba ko be to Thomas wa mamia. Pasumdue ene no kredie ebeba ene omo na omo ka Akufo-Addo nsan yo Akufo-Addo nsan no abebi o na aba no mumfa be no nkoma no no nsan mayen na gate na mo ka ho asem na mo di ti Akufo-Addo ko yi vote no monko na Ghana fo be hu nyina de ka Ghana na nya damo ni fuyi ene na omo si Akufo-Addo nko san gate na de na omo ba e omo nya se ni ma we eni we no ka so mo di 1 week ebe stop Galamsey. Na sa time no do a na abe hu sa Ghana for na omopam kwame nkroma yes no why 400 factories no anya your promise here 24-hour economy a what they got in a passport office so print the passport no and yes I aban funwi na kwame nkroma kra ye pam no a na baza wala for amamu we apia stadium amamu we Akufo-Addo ba de ono onye kene
apia said you
ya ne wofa eni na no kura bi ka u bisu no ono ni right ba se boli ba boy ni ba e de o promote ni ma Ghana de a ye mo ensema no mo me mo ne mo ensema mo e hwia mo mpe no kura ye mpenti eni ye man na ye sa no ensu oto ani ekogina ho gota ni sha we sha esenke ene kese consenti we sha ye wi ana twi afa ye so de bia your time for konkonza ye twi Akufo-Addo nhwefo ne ye fa no to 0%. Mo fa nko se mahama wo 1 mun push ya fa nko be ko no na koto 1000% kra you don't care na dachi bi no se de na fu bi ebo Kwame Nkrumah ba so no da bi bedu enko da bi e no mu ni ena mi ti adu tubiti ba bi o se no ni preko ne ekoto ya na okoja ache pram so ena Akufo-Addo ba no obi an koto ne preko obi an koto na de na mo se ye ntwen 20 years sikani ho ba ni o ska kakraka e de mesbe anything si boache so mo fa me dinsi hu ye so ba Akufo-Addo anwen sa odwinhiani no
why you don't mention Sewabroni
yeah odwinhiani skadi no odwinhiani ba no
fakwabra oh yeah this year I be like finish
and then one mama kwanya na and then we Mr. Speaker me that was said we defend them
you throw in the tower for you throw in the tower.
Oh, my friend is in permanent. Metro Tower. Soon you see Amugu, I mean, Metro Tower, my students and Sigo.
Of a cobra, no, studios today for Pum for any now.
I just have now said I'm as a time. I'm a near Mahum. I could go to Momo Papa Obebu, one man near Mahum.
Today he brought the Apia Stadium. I think he should give Apia Stadium to be
no, any idea? May give you up. Maybe a bomb pay Magana, your mamma, a bomb pay Yamano. Said a bay out, and come my emphasis as Obiama. I'm all mine. I couldn't him. And the one here, yes, or
yeah, tell for crop. Now, yeah, we be of Nana Chinboa, my any or here. Ne, said Nana Chinboa, Korea, ne or here, so a bomb on one can be. Nana Chinboa, and can't by my soul. Nana Chinboa.
No, I didn't adopted into on Kaya friend just someone.
Just someone.
You know, adopted you. Who's the other? I have Britannia, walk for me near boat, you know, see one. So they calling you. I said, oh. Just someone.
Just someone. Oh, but yeah, Bama so. What's he and guy? I think
I drink it here. Oh, Cabra. One thing I'm a bear mono. Me teach you how my stress house. Yeah, I have compo.
Yeah, they don't come to school.
And me tell not the way not do. I'm so not do. Nisasu president yenye bida. Na president Ben wa about high private jet. Ono kwa record. Obi to me bitino. You be kind of and he said me tell wa okompa ba. We di gina ho de dende. Itim basa mabato nyom kake na ama. Whoa, and show.
I didn't get in as a Kiwa, this is what I'm actually
Manusi.
I just am idea on Cassan change your one, and they are sorry for no mama or among near sorry and Casana, Momo was sorry. Oh, why? Kadachi?
Yeah, correct.
Bamasu na bibia boko dia abusua ko bia ho ye.
Emi adu bia ho ye. Monkoma na meeting no obi be kasa won kasa.
Aden de obi asa won kasa yi. Aden mabre.
Yes ya bre. Se nkoma na mudi me so yesu ye ti no. O se du bia o so timi TV. Se komna du bia o so TV o.
No say kro mama kasa ntimi ye se me TV sa na ja. Eno omo haja kam do mama nka bi. And I me tea sa na ja me de ko share baby. And he said also on can be there. Me say I was just someone so tell me nka pe no buy no. Those times this how we go be say what take up na nka no aba. Ti am ntimi nka na momra na ye ni nkomo. Gana na ye dwendwen ho tell be o man be yi na ye nyina ye hwe. And do wa he also nka there ma cause a pastor e ho. Na le kura the way I be didi asofo any bibi atem no. Me kura me ra hompo me tie me tie no ne prince boso na sofo na odi pray e friend say abi minim so won kwa sorry tight kakra bi tue nti o so won kwa sorry but that's fine nyame ho bibi tie nka
yeah
bibi
osofo adwenkese
na Obeka kakra nsa na wabe ya sorry ana.
Mini bibiaka. Me nim de mo ise me mo ka. Ise ana me de to.
Me kwa be na omuni bibia mo ka na me so me ka me de ehie mu zanti wo bibia be ka me ni ma sama mo de to ho na di o. Ba wo bibia be ka. Okay, uni bibia be ka dia. Me ko ka ma na. Ye nya na fa. Oh, the Yentina, my imagine say, Yen Shedan Kanekesi. So, who's there? As when you're Babo for
the cost in the NT.
You bet your funny, sir. Who's that? Unyo Bafo Fra. It was near my year 1 in April. And did a good year, myself, been 15 idea and got turning on the Katakata.
Dallas number from the Ghana for problem, you know, so.
It's rubber for you obey Biana or Tafremia. Why listen Tenima we hear no say dollar back from dollar for oh, it's a dollar number from. Is any of Kenya call high sense and Yanaho? Ubenya Biato because they tia cast 1,000 cities crana. A dollar number from tea. They could give you never coffee. You know, I will. Eh, me boy NDC for about say bibia yi a. E je Ghana na yi. Ana nye Ghana na yi. So mo pan. Be ja to ma enkwada yi na akiri ma. Tie mo pan ye ma wo. Na bibia nkone nim. E Ghana yi a obia yi. Enti ye hwe second round na
na mampomfo ho ato.
Enwa no ye koi na se ne wo ho. Se de Akufo Addo time yi na ye mfre se offer school fees o. Offer na school fees mi ntia yo. Ti Mahama so be solve problem bi a de ha ha. Yes, you have some budget. 24-hour economy ba na obi ekwa adwuma 1-3 year adwuma. Say asomadwe. Cause we year obi year adwuma ntino. Wo frɛ onua. Ene obi wo kwam timi frɛ onua. Wo frɛ ne ni oh na e say dia ho kyerɛ pa ne ade ahu. Say obi year one say na me wo Finland na me frɛ wa. Enye skatem ne be kata me ho akyerɛ me. Me frɛ obi otie. Empire ye bo ane say Akufo Addo. Ne okoda zero no. Eyi sa bed ni fi omo mti abruchiri so. Because that man Akufo Addo man ni efreye ka kire say me school fees of am school fees o why o kwam na mo na me be school fees ya pam no any ade no or the 0% no eyi say na mani fi ho e na John about what was no nti ama mo ni ento aso yi a oto aso yi kama ento aso yi ento no je 24-hour economy na 30 years bi 40 years bi MVP for no ba no mo so to aso a sega na eyi obi ana kwa adwuma pe you also for what was a meet of am na kama pa e beda ase ma me hwe na bisa na diabetes na na bantem ana wan na bantem ina yenko second round infio
na meba
obe ya sori twen ansa obe ya sori twen
na meba wo so ye man of principle me na meba enye
ne me me yakuje to ene me yakuje to ablakwa me fa principle ni
yakuje to ene me kasafim ene se ye
and the audio question no one told you. And the audio for 3 minutes why?
Who can say cry my cry? I can't say a microphone look at the my papa smart to cry begin idea. As what you on kasa.
Audio Martin, audio for 3 minutes. And who was on audio for 3? No more monk sorry no mercado do. Yeah. For 3. 44 why? Now we're burning na a COVID time na a normal bibusa say what American what you say a the governor of North Carolina just say COVID fee. And I say yet COVID fan say ye gina ye di and I say COVID levy. So that's it. Akufo Addo or no or yes scammer, a extortionist, or say from for financial wise. Ye upon ye compressive or hand COVID no or see there be ye the name to obey will be your free abuchia and ye within West Africa will be $150. Na e cost 50. Me say be kwabna baby America what is say o governor ka say chebibi. Chebibi. It is a normal koso na say Akufo Addo say yes entwe yi a membusa say sa ayumi no hwan nanim nyansa. Yet America a normal koso enso yen ka say yen twebibia by your living wage enti etimi cover. Ghana edi minimum wage. Wo sisila no ba ji COVID levy asa ji COVID funds a hono. Wo diskani nyina wie. Ye ko wie ya who can just say and no na papa masa adwene just suicides obi an the size enti Akufo Addo kwasasem odi ye $58 million wo so wa chenyanko bobo na sesa na kenya ye de sen kenya ko bobo ye kwasepeni ba nyanko ni nyansa wo shebo a wan kasa mani nrem enti David ka say ope bibi esi asori dan ma nyanko no wo se wonye bibia ne hunim etu oto asase no wako bubu eye nyansani a wasi eye kan say a 10 bedroom apartment eye 6 bedrooms the woman wasi am court of appeal judges nyansa kwase apeni Akufo Addo wodwudi nyina egu say the judges for ekoto hotel enye ni sika 22 million cities are buying tax means year you know na we ebe ne yentu no she yen she kan say education so the man so see free citizens me say e buy some catch say 2017 e buy no cause Mustafa Ambi catch say Ghana for me money ye kohwefo ye mfa no say sa na o say free citizens sa na e kohwini said the Ghana ni wu ansa na okoto safety pin ni diaper man ba no ye mi kan wa kra na ansa nti se ye catch say ye hia infrastructure dia enye no ne hia ye man kra ni kojo ye kojo eni yakono na educhuma o say o hwe charter school America say dan the man wo no dey America for man o say quality it American yen so kwasasem so kwabna wana kan wo so do American you ka you say American it has no room for small minds it yen the standard ne were high they be of achum kasa asem no
Your standard na high. It won't mean by experimenting with children say obey double track bia. It na yabo na baso no. But Ghana the quantity na ma double track. So ni ma sa time first 2 years na Ghana for near Kenya something na be ntia says oh and see free. Who's Akufa so bit stadium. Busan say up to 9-7 years ni ye official I can say official textbook or
you are what you see na we di padu do na e ho na. The part one will be a can't do 15 minutes over by 3 o'clock give a time. There will be can you so this no be so can
you know what budget time be?
Me ma 44 na 45 ni so say la o ya ma kan do say.
You pray your bishop on so say Africa no mo come on say no munim ye Kenya search no muntie.
Yo.
Ye Kenya say
Mo be can be why.
3 months. Wabete via 3 months when no see school no enti no
ya
support for bank na yama e for no 38 no enti won fa na ho no na nya support no go ma no ene sese bibia ko for ye ho atoye say akufo de ba meeting ne ba o me ba so ye enye na kan
aprachi na mo te ne nka no enti bia momra meti asori na obeba be ya asori enti bia ndi no aje bodi na mnim so so
ba enu de eya pa ye be ya ba ya asori no enti obi sese
enti aje bodi o te me nka fa also for 3 minutes and me dem e cham obi as tot no obi enya ne de e de akọ why jeje body for 3 why
say I mo de na don croford nim se ne wote o ba e for 33 minutes o kasa ya o wie kura ayi ben say won kasa still we san kasa no so 5 minutes but so mo ya sorry problem nim na do amambo ya o ba na wani abre ho no se wan hwe obi be hia o America botio heba omia kro ye no vice no odwane afiri na mambo ho enne se MPP fo bi obegina bia no empese oba associate no ho nanado obi apa de foforo bi kofo mu mre atwamu no ne achampom na sisi a enkrofo we but still oba unim se wo Ghana fo abufo wo se Ghana fo abufo na enye problem Bochaman nya Bochaman patron nense no bebro ho ya na edu ba bia na masasre a ye ka se wo ye MPP nya so mpre pese o kan obo president no mo o kan masem no e bi refer ni to Nima boy o so me wi ameba ho o ritra Nima e be twabo mahama di owi ana okrosu ye Nima free ni book ni enti se wo ya de bi se ya obi aso won ne opinion se ne kwabrabo no be kan na do nsem bebre no obi on opinion enti mra ne de em se ko bebre mahama nu ya mo kan ne nsem ya kina sa Ibrahim Mahama asem o de betu mo kina mra ba mu a me ba me start because na de ba e no o ma ye ko start ba bi fufuru nti ase ya nya we ni bia nka na mo na do asem de
Ebedase, emze kotere naso, ebedase, ene baby a ODBP here, odi bia wo problem ni problem. Timishe na nim problem pa wo. Petro wi okoma ekufu ado 0%. Ono kwa de wa mani bimpo, ba so wa ntia enye hwe. Obi ya ne naso. Se bia so ne yemi no ne wo de odete ha na wo de odete ha. Enji sini abi. For 3 why 51 now the see pepe obi a 33 anzani akwa sore mun kwa sore entine ensem bebrebe abi
kwabna
you come 3 minutes 51 me you
the finance minister you brought is reading budget, quoting Bible. Is every budget figure he will support it with biblical figure. Where is he now? Where is he now? Cobra, you see, when you come here and you try to push through our throat that this Akufo-Addo did so much, Cobra, you have to stop. It's very, very annoying you. Do you understand? Me, nobody vouched for Akufo-Addo more than me. I thought Akufo-Addo was a normal human being. I never knew the man is so useless, so stupid. He doesn't even care what his decisions, what his policies will have on the people. The man has no shame. Look at how he left Ghana. The situation he left Ghana in. Every day we are uncovering stupidities, stealing, including Ken Ofori-Atta himself. And they don't have shame. Look, from the day Gabi, your Gabi, went to sit behind Ofori-Atta in parliament, that Ofori-Atta was his lawyer, and I realized these people are so stupid themselves. They have no shame. Gabi went to parliament and say Ofori-Atta was his lawyer. Where is he now? When we saw this man was sick, give up, find an excuse and say, okay, for this, you say you want to be whatever. And now look, you've destroyed everything. Instead of staying in the country, Mayo Clinic, can't we build a similar hospital in Ghana? When he had the first string. Cobra, you see, sometimes when Oyibo is insulting us, it's very, very difficult to defend ourselves. When you have characters like Ken Ofori-Atta, do you understand? Who are supposed to know better? They are supposed to know these Oyibo people.
Obi Ishe.
Yeah, so don't come here and come and pontificate because we all know the results. We get
MPP. Men pontificate. You dey me da say. Now obi anso make be nkaka kakare mfanyi.
I've not even spoken for 1 minute, but you
but we catch 51. But 51 your time now 51.
Yeah, so right now, hand over the
machine BBF Kufuor was only Ghana for the
hand over the Apia Stadium baton to be.
And said you make a said me am Apia Stadium on fire and crocrom to the no problem. What the moment right is Mahamo de Ghana for 2 dooms. So about your nice beautiful Gabia or charging the phone telling us about you any woo. Any say name we nyina mo to doom some 4 years. Bosi mu hero no yeda mo ase momo you vow for mediocrity. That's fine. Amount 4 year name kese no mo no babies e name na mo pe. Mo dwin te say ntatia. That's fine.
What big thing did
your time is up. Your time is up, fine.
So what big thing did NDC MPP left behind?
And name be a Kufuor must be 20 years no. A Kufuor don 20 years. Or now. Actually, now
the cathedral, that's the biggest thing you did left behind.
Tamana Usano, Mamincho, Tamana Usano, Tama Papa J. Kuno, Mamin Chewa Junior, that am no Usa. Now, Mesatem Yana, me the soldier for rally him. Almost say, people, no, just revolution, people, revolution, action now. Tana go for the end, you know. Oh, you are down. Mamin Petron, and now, me Petron, the Petron, Mamma, like, yeah, I said, Petron. Petron, Temenga. Pedro also pa yes pa 3 naja yankona yanchichana
to kabra why bazawala for camping pa bazawala camping anyway this Albert say e bring na ambem the Kufuor do dey say e kan ho asem there aje moto airtime mami o it me say wa ye papa yo wa me say wa na kabra say wo say nanado na memwe se ni a adon de dey Ghana for ene da say dey ani so no ene ye hu no 38.2 eji no mukonya 3% beka de 41.9 Jesus say ni a uma me wu na so ada edu yin bi obi abeko ni ma me kitchen sa na ye kan ya wudi atam sa se kobna de ade ne ko na enyo wudi atam a ebi ko ejaye ya kwandufo aware. And now Busu will defend it, because he defend it, but to opposition to that kingdom come. Very
you better pay to us. Naga Ghana Mamu Mua. Be anyone more. What now Mamu for 12 years. And I don't have a crowd and go by the president of Bank 8 streets. Namamu Fundino. Udi 4 and I Ghana for Pamon and Umpuno and I must you Mugira. What now? A good part of a hero. Engine, any idea, engine, ubi and you be at them. Amubi and go baby. Tell you more can any India Kufuor what them. The same thing. It's really true, you know. Tiny we answer there. And I hope you are What's the benga? Also for 3 years. Why? What's a match will be asked on the so could for the same or take place in no or chairman will be asked. If you have but 3, why?
Kabra. Na agụbadụ na na-ewekwa ama na ọnụ ndị adịbati a akụkọ bebe ọmbịa na na amamuofu no kọsoro amamuofu no kọsoro anka nipa dị awo cha na kai on dị on bo wiri free ya agụbadụ forget as bona ba so obi abo you see kana hono ayet no nipa dị ọtị ọbụ nche ndị awọ ye papa mom no kra wo mu hu se wa be am tuati no. I am not here to defend anybody. Maybe I'm on the defensive. Maybe defend you. How? As I'm say, at the end of the day, ena ye twa ba ye campaign ye kasa ban we be buano. Na mumu bebre si we kura de be ye ko. And na o kasa no si o se cover the by na ye jo mahama nka ye nyina ye nya bi wa bruchire ha. Na bruchire on e control ha. But sana mu ho ka do e control break a good say don't have 10. Was he motivated quite a grove talk of Mokuno Middle East. Any problem, Bebana Yaka Yanka, John dear, and soon still up to pay the cut down. A cofum. I wait in your fair, and your wakono. Nemponum Canipa Quabrani Tuntumi Kebrunia, because wait the nay visa. Gabi kura no ye prime minister. Sisi ya no boni kene. Say John ye o feel say one of the most prepared president for Ghana because what's all the process. And so when a mamono utimuza de akwano kane yampa. Oh, whether you like it or not, that is what is happening. No na me can say Ghana no dey near mind be at Mimi Krame can Ghana Sema. I am not even trying to compare them to Europe, America, and Nasifu. Mimi Kasa Ghana no say yen Ghana. And no John Mahama Gusu or yen and no take it time. 83 months, you know, a accessibility na you. Yeah, accessi na Juma no say so Oba and I wait the Hana way the way I say that and I say Aqua Nimu Kakra. It is not about say betum recapit is when you soja bano ye to abane mo parenti bibiano e all the respect bagana for
ye better was it
ma mum person betu one city no obekos order so
KGB o ka bi o chena no abeto aso no mama nkabi no jai na me yes me oh metimi aba the kebi
no mo muti o mote o ne pa why.
Oh, so me need the obeti, but a coin of pass or better menino, and it says, Ubaya or can I was a movie and can say, what's on it's a better was say, am I a move papa, ya prepare now over. I said, America for a living wage and you're not read that. Over North Carolina, why baby could not Carolina a minimum wage, a minimum wage, they don't have anything in America for a living wage. It's called minimum wage. Your minimum wage for America and $7.25. What other type will be you see it? What type will be our year Juma for 40 hours with $7.25? Jessica will be young. One single bedroom. I will North Carolina. No, but say go bet me and say the price in it here. We are now the groceries in your main account. No way we say. So America, living wage. So be the living wage. Can we depend on your money and son? Depend on your nine. Depend on your because they are not living on a living wage. And you don't throw dust into the people of platform. So we see people who are struggling to survive in America. Almost struggle chain. You know to grab a room. Internet is right there for Ubia. Say the Biaka internet in the my youth, you know. Timbam to you to a more platform. So maybe the media example actually. Mese compare me, you know. Minimum wage 725. Now we are checking rent apartments in the answer price 1 bedroom. Men check it 2 bedrooms. 2 year. I have to know. Yeni buses are running. Buses are running. No, ubeti me at them 2 hours now no destination. It is one driver. you are living and you be frustrated with Krumha. This on your car, your insurance. Ubet you say any money now. We are no what TF 725. You are living on the lake patch of Casan was a my family trade. We now are the can. We are the car 57. And I mean, you come and you are not the answer in this now. Why? We'll find them a patch. I'm a move me and I will defend, but that's fine. And then you have the on title. The mammy title, I'm so family never did. And the book class is on here. And no, I'm a man cassa, and then I'm a man cassa, Mirena Swasson. Principal and be a new to the top black one. Give me the BC. Now, Madame Yama, Bibi, watching her. You bet was worthy, maybe a giant. Tell me, you better be ass. Well, when you are going to buy it, I bet you why you said a baby, Magana, I'm going to demon. I said, don't count. You because I won't pay my Mahama. I'm a never move. Don't let any not time for. Na, Eddie, I could him. And you know, Bibi, what the man can? Somewhere. Na, you know, Bibi ass. Bibi. Hey, I thought for you, so I'm not. Titi correcting, I thought we had a name. You gonna
cover that's it. Cover that's it.
Two several 10 to
almost into a video who will be kind of because he said, hey, almost it's persuaded and I said, Israel and talk yet to bomb bush, only a month by him. I'm a month by him, Israel, mobile wine. So when I Jerusalem near Dini, I see in Katiani, Nanado, I don't Sakotare war on. A quite empire, the war no move, the wall of Jericho.
About you think what they put inside that war, it lasted for even 24 hours? All the promises they wrote, every hour they come and clear those things in 2 hours.